Hey, and welcome to this live battle report where we see the brand new Custodes versus... You can come out of ambush now.
Okay, sorry guys, I was in ambush.
Secret deployment. The Genestealer cult. Now, a massive thank you to Games Workshop for these preview copies of the beautiful Custodes, which I have been tirelessly looking over. You've been just diving well deep into those Genestealer cult.
Yeah.
Your mic just went.
Okay, we've got a mic problem.
T-sex.
Quick, just change it over quickly.
Well, I'll just put it back on the normal one.
Yeah, okay.
Just speak normally now again.
Is that better?
Yeah. Just
Is it got a bit close to each other?
yeah, guys in the chat, if you can just let me know about the audio, that'd be great. I've just changed a setting. But
Cool.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, I hate it when we have these problems.
I know, right? Oh well.
You know, all well. So, was that been the whole time?
Yes. Well, no. Just continue from where you were.
Okay, so obviously a massive thank you to Games Workshop for these preview copies. I've been looking at the Custodes, Michael's been looking at the Genestealer cult, and we're going to be going over a 2,000 point game for you tonight. So hopefully, I was going to say, oh, we've made some improvements to the studio, and then we'll just go and root it with the sound. But hopefully everything looks a little bit more well lit for you guys today, as we've made hopefully some improvements to the studio lighting setup. Now, obviously, general thoughts, we are going to be doing a load of content on the Custodes this week, the Genestealer cult the week after. We're going to be giving some free content out. If you're on YouTube, there'll be some members content, and there'll be some even further Academy student content as well. So these kind of 3 different levels, the amount of content we're doing, from how to deploy to how to beat to some top tips, top combos, and the rest of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your general thoughts of the Genestealer cult?
I really like them.
Yeah.
I think they play really, really nicely. I think it's quite a balanced book overall. I would say probably every single unit has its place.
Nice.
I think you could run an army list with every single unit choice in it.
Yep.
I today actually have most of the units in the book.
Nice.
In the army. Yeah, just all round, I think it's a great book.
Good book. Okay, very nice. And the same for the Custodes. At first, I wasn't really sure, and then I was like, actually, no, I'm really, really enjoying these guys. So yeah, hopefully we can give a very good showing today. Is everything okay with the sound, Jake?
Yeah, it's just the audio is just quite like it's fine. It just sounds like you're quite distant. So I'm just gonna do the thing you said about.
You can change it over to that other one.
Yeah, give me a T-sex.
All you have to do is just plug it into the other.
Where is it?
It's gonna be ways if I do this.
There it is.
Yeah.
And it's plugged into.
There we-
That's the phone one.
Yeah, that's into the phone.
Right. Speak now.
So I'm levels checking, testing.
Levels.
Testing.
Levels.
I've been playing Custodes, you've been playing Genestealer cult.
Levels.
Any better, Jake?
It sounds better on my thing, but it doesn't sound any different on my headset.
That is the problem because unfortunately we did the levels check earlier and it sounded good, so we're literally going to have to go off the chat.
My mic's better. Yeah, everyone's saying that's much better.
Cool.
Okay,
right.
excellent. Okay, cool. Obviously, if you guys are a little bit quiet, we'll just need to push your microphones up a little bit, okay?
Save the world. Save old phones. All in the day in life.
Anyway, I just hate it when you have these little snags. And that's the problem with live content, unfortunately.
Everybody has just said it's amazing now, so it's fine.
Brilliant. Right, we'll start again. Hi, I'm Steve with Vanguard Tactics, and we're going to be previewing the Custodes today and the Genestealer cult codexes that we've been given from Games Workshop as our preview copies.
Yeah.
You said something about loving the Genestealer cult.
Yeah, I think they're quite balanced.
I love this book.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a very exciting battle report that we've got for you today. You mentioned earlier you're showing off most of the units that we've got available. Okay, so this is more of a sort of exhibition game rather than like your serious list, is it?
I won't lie, Steve, I'm probably about to roll you.
Wow. Okay.
Massive chat from Michael.
He said like just show some bits off, Michael.
Yeah, well, every stream game I've been in I've actually lost, so I'm thinking, now's my chance.
Standard issue
to
Vanguard Tactics.
turn it around. Dice God's willing, obviously.
Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, I think it's a good list.
Yeah.
But it's just there's lots of little toys and there's a lot of fun.
Good, and I think I've gone for a bit of the same. I've got a bit of everything. I haven't just gone for my full-on 18 Terminators.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, we'll do a little bit more of those sort of serious competitive games in the future, but this is the real just highlight, and we'll go over the list today. I still think they'd put a good showing in if you took it to like an RTT, you know, but there we have it. Okay, so we are, like I said, we're going to be doing so much content this week on Custodes. Next week, loads of Genestealer cult content. For whether you're, you know, do you just subscribe, whether you're a member of the YouTube channel or you are a student on the Academy, there's going to be so much that we're bringing out to you. We've got a whole content calendar plan, each different tier, obviously with this 2022 year that approaches. We want to also say a massive thank you to everybody that supported us over the Christmas break. We took a little bit of time off, obviously to revamp the studio, and hopefully you guys approve of what you are seeing. So we've got in the house, do you want to go over to commentator cam? Jakey and Paddy, how you guys doing?
Doing great, mate. Thanks very much.
I'm good. Hello.
Hey guys.
I'm good. Obviously, I'm here and fixed the stream.
Well done.
Yeah.
You fixed it.
I'm channeling other like auras, like Steve Jobs vibes.
Yeah, you are. You literally reincarnate, you know, over there. You're doing a great job there, Jake.
All in the day of the life. I just wish I reincarnated with some of his money.
Yes.
So-
that will come, mate, in time. But we've got a new top-down layout for you, so you can see commentators and top-down at the same time. Okay, and if you want to head you back over to us now?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And we've obviously got Nicole Cam today. Just check out these shots. Look, beautifully lit, hopefully.
I'm gonna use that.
Look at that.
That lovely dashing model there.
Is that Trajan?
It's Roy Keane.
Oh, it's Roy Keane.
Roy Keane.
Is that my new Trajan model?
Yeah.
My conversion?
Yeah, which obviously you'll see in the army photos in a bit.
Yeah, so should we go over those now?
Yeah, so now on the stream deck it says Steve and Jake, so I know you missed me, but
Yeah.
I don't know who's who, so I assume Steve is Steve.
I'm Steve, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to quickly go over what mission we're doing, however, Steve?
Let's do that.
Yeah. So I'm going to press the mission one, and it's the mission, so go for it.
Scorched Earth.
Scorched Earth. 6
objectives, as you can see, is long ways deployment. Yeah, hold 1, hold 2. Anything special we need to know about this mission, Michael?
Not really. There's an action to burn down an objective, but in all likelihood, that's not really going to happen.
No,
So
unlikely.
Yeah.
But, you know, beautiful terrain layout here, and the terrain is supplied by Foreground. And then we made these roads, didn't we? Well, we kind of purchased them on eBay, adjusted, amended, and sort of tweaked them. We had to do some tweakage.
Yeah.
I don't know who we got them from, but we had to make some. But anyway, we made some adjustments, and I think it looks awesome. As soon as I showed Michael, he's well happy with these roads.
Yeah, they're very cool. They really fit with the sort of Genestealer cults.
You can only drive on the roads, though.
Yeah, I accept that fully.
You can't go off road. Anyway, so that's the mission, and also the armies then today.
Yeah. So let's go for it. So why don't we start with Michael? So Michael, you're up, kid.
Okay, well, brace yourselves. So we've got a battalion. I've gone for the Twisted Helix. So all of my models are getting +1 strength, +1 to the move characteristic, and a sort of mini transhuman, so they can't be wounded on a wound roll of 1 or 2.
Yep.
Which could come up in this.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, quite a lot. So we've got a Patriarch. Now he's got several upgrades. So he's got a Warlord trait, which gives him an extra damage on his claws. So he's now popping damage 3.
Nice.
In combat.
Who's that, the Patriarch?
Patriarch, yeah.
He's a problem.
Yeah, and he's got a Relic, which allows him to have 2 sort of the upgrades, like the Biophagus upgrades.
Okay.
A bit like Aberrants could get as well. So he's got a 5 Feel No Pain.
Okay.
And exploding 6s in combat.
Nice.
So he's kind of like a combat monster. He's got like 4 up him. He's quite tough to kill.
Sounds tasty.
I think Twisted Helix, because they're the specific ones for the cult.
Yeah.
Probably one of the only ways to make a Patriarch really nasty.
Okay.
Which is why I've gone for them today, because we love Patriarchs. And then we've got the Primus.
Yeah.
He has got Alien Majesty, which increases his aura range. And then we have a Magos.
Who knows?
One of them guys. And they have a Warlord trait for heroic intervention for core and pure strain Genestealers within 6 inches of them. Basically, there's a stratagem, but you get 2 warlord traits for it,
Right.
provided you have your patriarch as your warlord.
Okay.
I didn't really know what to give this one because the warlord traits aren't amazing in
Right.
the rest of the book, but we'll see how it goes. And then we have the troops. So we've got 3 lots of acolyte hybrids. These are 10-man units,
Okay.
and they've got 4 power weapons in each. 2 of the units have icons as well, just because I want to see a bit of summon the cult ability. 2 squads have drills, and 1 squad has cutters. So cutters are a bit like thunderhammers, and the drills are sort of a hit is a wound, and they do mortal wounds as well. Really quite tasty. Then we've got 2 5-man units of acolytes.
Yeah.
These guys have got some upgrades on them. So there's proficient plannings, which are like our paid upgrades.
Yep.
They're really quite cool and unique. 1 5-man unit has excavate, which is a favourite of yours from what we've learned in playing our games. But basically, they set up underground.
Yes.
And then after the first battle round has started, I choose a building and I level it basically. It still has obscuring, but it doesn't give you any beneficial traits and it counts as difficult ground,
Great.
which is great for your lovely
Yeah, slow army.
slow Custodes.
Make them even slower. Brilliant.
And then we've got another 5-man unit with lying in wait, which means I can deep strike out of 3 inches of view.
That's nice.
So yeah, they're troops and they're fantastic for obviously
Grabbing objectives.
retrieve
Yeah.
data. So that's the troops slots, no neophytes in there. We've got then the elite slots. We've got 2 units of 5 aberrants. We have a Biophagus
Who buffs them up?
who buffs them up. He's got another proficient planning, which is like Alchemist Supreme. And basically he's given a exploding 6s buff to the Metamorph unit. I have 9 Metamorphs. There's
Okay.
a bone sword in there. And then we have a Nexus, who gives me basically a crossfire marker on someone in my command phase.
Yep.
He can extend buffs. Then we have 8 Genestealers
Yep.
with, they came from below, I believe it's called.
Okay.
But it's a scout move, essentially, after when I reveal their
Bit of a
ambush
cheeky
marker.
pre-game move, yeah?
Cheeky pre-game move. And then we have, there's so many characters here, a Kelamorph.
The shooty pistol
The
guy.
shooty pistol guy. I've given him worm tooth rounds. And these basically, you replace his pistol shots with a strength 6, -3, 3 damage shot.
Oh,
and it's
dear.
heavy. It's quite good, obviously, because I'm fighting Custodes, but
It's like you've teched.
it's hilarious because, of course, if I hit with it, he gets another shot.
Right.
So he's got the potential to fire 6 of these shots, and obviously they're quite powerful. So that's a relic, and I love it. Kelamorph's one of my favourite cult models. And then we have the Abominant,
Yep.
who might seem like a strange choice. He's only got 3 attacks, but he hits like a
Truck.
truck, and he gives full rerolls to aberrant units within 6, which is quite tasty.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I think just rounding out the army, we've got 4 jackals with combat weapons,
Yep.
and we've got 2 rock grinders with heavy seismic cannons and demolition caches.
Nice.
It's a lot.
Yeah. So, okay, a lot to take in there.
Yeah.
But again, we'll be doing a full army review on the podcast and also
Yeah.
to go over this in a lot more detail for you. Now, if you want to see the list, you can check out the link in the description below and you can check that out. So, should we go over to my list, Jake?
We can.
Mine's not going to take that long.
No. Are you ready?
I forgot the psychic powers as well,
Let's not
but
worry about
that's
those.
fine.
What's a wizard?
He's a wizard.
What's a wizard? Right, Steve. Here you go. Talk us through the
Okay.
Golden Host.
So, I'm a Custode battalion.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I've gone for Solar Watch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said I went for.
Yeah.
That's the one. Now, my abilities allow me to be a little bit quicker so I can fall
Yeah.
back and shoot. That's the key one, really. You know, it unlocks a really nice warlord trait as well for me. And it just means I can be a little bit mobile when I'm in one of my Catans, my martial Catar stances. I get both abilities of essentially the movement manipulation stance, which we'll show you in the game. Because essentially, Custodes now, to give you a very brief overview, get a 4+ invulnerable save. And they also get a 6+ feel no pain against mortal wounds. That's pretty much what they get. All the troops are objective secured, and each of the models count as double. They normally would. So the bikes would count as 2 each, but they don't have objective secured, but all the other models will be objective secured, and they'll also count as 2 for the purposes of controlling objectives and also shielding characters. The other thing then I've gone for is you get this thing called martial Catar stances.
Yes.
And basically you pick 3 each of 2 stances, and when you get to the command phase, you have a primary, secondary, and tertiary. So think an order, a bit like your doctrines.
Protocols as well.
Yeah, a bit like your protocols, a bit like your doctrines that you have, where you've got to go through heavy, then tactical, then assault. It's a little bit like that, and you can stay in that for 2 turns. Okay. Now there are ways to manipulate these. And then what you do is you put these on the roster pre-game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've gone for Solar Watch. Now, Solar Watch gives me a few little nice abilities. Like I said, the first main one to chat about is obviously the fallback and shoot. It just allows you to be a little, fallback and charge,
Fallback and charge.
allows you to be a little bit more efficient there with the Solar Watch. And also you get +1 advance, +1 charge. Very nice. Especially, so I'm a little bit more like a Blood Angel now.
Yeah.
So I've got a mix of Blood Angels and White Scars rolled into one here. I'm all about that. And then what we've also got is the Warlord trait it opens up, which gives you advance in charge on a unit.
Nice.
But it's only on infantry, so not on the bikes.
That's a shame.
That is a big shame, actually. Big shame. Anyway, so Solar Watch is what I've gone for. There are others. Shadow Keepers look quite cool. I mean, they're all quite nice. Even the Dread Host, the Aquilin Shield, Emperor's Chosen. There's a reason to take all of them, all right? There really is. And I was really torn which one to take, but I thought I'd show off this one for a little bit more speed tonight. Now, actually, in the army, then we've got Trajan Valoris. He comes with 2 Warlord traits. One of them is he can manipulate the Katars. I can CP farm back as well on 5+.
Nice.
He can heroically intervene 6 inches and rerolls his misses.
Nice.
Okay, I've then got a champion.
Oh.
My boy, the Blade Champion.
Ooh.
He's got a Warlord trait, so 6s do mortal wounds.
Excellent.
Okay. He's also got a relic for once per game 3-up invuln.
Nice. I like that.
I've then got who I'm calling Trixie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a proper name.
No, he's called Trixie, Jake. All right. Trixie. And what Trixie can do, he's a shield captain in Alaris Terminator. I've upgraded him so once per battle, he can heroic intervene into one of your units.
Yes.
Anywhere on the table, providing that I'm within a certain aura of mine.
Yeah.
Some really cool shenanigans I can do with him. He can pile in extra inches.
Yeah.
He can go in any direction. So he's got some he's a little bit like a mini Incarn, which I quite like. So he's in the list. For the troops, we've then got just 4 units of 3 Guardians. In each is 2 spears and 1 shield.
Nice.
The shield just gives you that +1 save. The swords are also pistols, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
Then for the elites, I've got 2 units of 3 wardens. They've got the bodyguard keyword, which will protect the characters a little bit more. I've got 4 custodian terminators. I've got a single terminator, and then I've also got the banner. And the banner's got a relic which allows me to redeploy the army.
Yep.
And also we've got the ability for extra attacks within auras on him. One thing I mentioned is the advance in charge is on Trixie, so you can allow my units to advance in charge, as I mentioned before. We've gone for that Warlord trait. And then I've got 3 bikes with the missile launchers, and that's me.
Excellent.
That's the army. Cool. Let's
Well.
fight.
Well, there's a few things to do.
Oh, what's that?
Obviously, we've got to go through our sponsors.
Oh, we do, yeah.
We do, don't we?
We definitely do.
Okay, so who sponsors Vanguard Tactics, Steve?
So massive shout out to Siege Studios, who have not only given us the most incredible Tau army, which will be hopefully, as all these previews keep coming out about Tau, I can't wait to get them on the table.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to be so good.
It just so happens you have all the good stuff as well.
I mean, we did pick a few nice little, well-rounded.
A lot of classic units.
Classic units, and turns out those classic units, like the Hammerhead, is back in fashion potentially. So anyway, what else? There is talks of starting our next army, which is very exciting. I had the chat with them today, so massive thank you to Siege. Also, foreground for this beautiful terrain, JW Gaming for the mat, and Entoyment, who have actually supplied a lot of these custodian models. And also a big shout out to Grant, one of our friends of the channel, who's helped us out get some of these custodes ready as they look absolutely beautiful. Like the bikes, he's done a nice little freehand job on there to help us out get these ready for you guys tonight. So anyway, that's everybody from there. Must say about super chats.
Yeah, and how to support the channel.
Exactly. So if you would like to become a member of the channel and get lots more paid for content, then that's going to be, we're releasing a whole new content stream this year. Now we're in the new studio and we're a bit more kind of on our feet. We can actually do a lot more for you. So if you become a member, it's a great way to support the channel. There's going to be loads of content on there as well. Get access to our Discord. and engage in some really high level discussions around the meta, how to stay competitive, and how to take your games to the next level. But if you have a question you would like us to answer, just super chat it in. Over £5, we'll stop the stream and we will answer your question. If you just want to drop in like a dollar a pound and just say, hey guys, we love what you do, we really appreciate that as well. It really helps us keep improving this setup for you. Is that everything?
Yeah.
Oh, another announcement. A lot of people asked us about the 7-day challenge we ran last month.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to be reopening spaces very, very soon for that 7-day challenge. And also the Academy is going to be opening again in February. There's a link below in the description if you're interested in getting on those waiting lists, because already there's only going to be 77 spaces on our 7-day challenge like last time, and we've already got 62 people on the waiting list.
Yeah, and the waiting list gets access to the course faster.
2 days earlier,
yeah.
You get the chance to purchase your ticket, and same for the Academy. Okay, so all the links for that are below. And have I missed anything, Jake?
Well, we've got to pick your secondaries.
Oh, those
so
things,
that's all the admin.
Yeah.
Right. Now we've got to go into the secondary picks. So Michael
What are you going for?
and Steve.
So I'm going to go for Retrieve Octarius data.
Nice.
Because you're quite spread out.
Yeah.
So we'll go for that one. I'm going to go for a cult secondary. So some of these are actually quite good. The one I'm going to go for, I believe, is called Brood Swarm. And basically, I get a point if I've got more models in my deployment zone, the middle of the table in your deployment zone. If I manage to get more in all of those, I get an extra point, so 4 maximum.
Yep.
So I really like that secondary, and that's in the Battlefield Supremacy slot. And then my last choice, I'm not sure.
It's tough.
It is tough.
Because I don't really give much away, do I?
No.
Well, I'm going to go for banners. I've got 2 next to me.
Yeah.
Chuck them up, and I reckon I'm all right.
Yeah, you got a lot of OBSEC.
So I'm going to definitely go for banners. I was going to go Retrieve Octarius data, but against you, I don't really want to be deep striking in because you're going to zone me out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for banners, okay? I'm also going to go for Stranglehold, okay? And now it's that third one. Do I go for Grind Them Down, or do I try a specific... So I just try a specific one?
Well, I've got 6 characters, if not 7, so why wouldn't you choose Assassinate, Steve?
Yeah, there's a bait. You want me to do that because you can start farming your wounds off to your little friends, and I don't want you to do that against me, so no.
Genestealer cult don't have friends. That is a fact. They have loyal subjects, which is paid for friends.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Or I could go for Stand Vigil. But that's end of the battle round. That's a tough one. So I'm going to go for... I'm going to try this one out.
Okay.
Score 4 victory points if I kill a unit and you don't kill a unit in the battle round.
Not sure about that one, Steve.
I just want to... We'll go for it.
Okay.
We can review it.
Want to try.
I think it would be quite nice to show off a Custodes secondary.
Yeah, fair enough.
Cool, Steve.
It's called... I'm probably not going to score it.
Stand to the duel.
It's called Might of Terror.
Yeah.
So Steve has put himself at an 85 max score there.
Well, I mean, the last one's quite difficult for me as well. No prisoners isn't loads. Like, I'm sure I can kill a fair bit of the stuff, but it's not going to get me loads of points. Assassinate's unlikely.
Engage? Oh no, because you can't, because that's in the same category as
exactly.
the other one.
So I did consider
Psychic one?
to the last, but I actually really want to get in there and show you guys what we can do in combat and stuff, and to the last doesn't really play into that. I could do a psychic one, but the cult psychic powers are really good.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to go no prisoners.
And score some points.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You probably scored more than me on mine anyway.
Well,
so there we have it.
I should point out there is a stratagem to hide a secondary as well as cult.
Okay.
In this particular mission, there's only a select few I could choose anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really work very well on a stream game either.
No, I'd have to whisper in Paddy's ear.
Yeah.
I love it when you do that.
But then Paddy won't tell you because he didn't taddle.
No.
So yeah, that's what we'll go for.
Nice. All right then, let's do this.
Right, we've done secondaries, we've done admin, we've talked about our armies, we had a bit of a laugh, the stream went a bit skew-if, and now it's all fine again.
Excellent.
Finally, do you want to quickly mention the masterclass in 2 weeks? The LVO?
The workshop that I'm running, the LVO.
That's the badger.
If you are going to the LVO, there are still a couple of spaces left. All the VIP tickets are completely sold out, but there are some general sale tickets left. I think there are maybe 3 left. So if you are going to the LVO and you would like to come to the workshop that I'm running the day before the LVO, then it'd be great to see that. And you can purchase that on the Frontline Gaming website, okay? There we have it. I'm excited for it.
Now you're ready.
Now we're ready.
Now you're
Cool.
Can I roll some dice now, Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Here we go. So I'm on the white dice.
All right. I'll roll a blue one then.
Cool. After you.
There's a 2.
Oh, no. It's good for you, isn't it?
Well, you do roll 1s sometimes. If you don't
more.
flex roll, you roll a 1.
So if I just like do a real weak roll.
Just-
Oh,
well,
it's a 5. Damn it.
not enough motion.
So it looks
Okay.
like I'm going first.
Yep.
Fun times.
Before you do that,
Oh, yeah.
I get to level a building,
Which one are you going to choose?
and I
What?
also get to make a scout move.
You get to level a building.
Well, I say that. It's called
It's
excavate.
battlefield.
Basically, we undermine it and then ruin the structure.
Do-
So it keeps obscuring, but it loses any benefits and it becomes difficult
Do you have
ground.
a permit? to
Yeah,
level
we've
that
got a lot of
building?
permits. That's kind of our sector.
I've got redeploy.
And you have a redeploy.
Right.
So
And you are the player.
I'll go first. I'll
Okay.
redeploy first.
For the sake of that, while you're doing all that,
Yeah.
why don't we shove you on the top down and then
Yeah.
mute you and we'll talk.
Sounds
Yeah.
great.
Yeah?
Please
Then
do, yeah.
You guys can do it a bit more efficiently. Right. Let me do my.
When do you do your thing?
There it is, mate.
All right, everyone. I'm going to put these on like this. Hang on. Here we go. Hello, Paddy.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm all right. If we hang on,
We need to keep
let's
shuffling
also
this camera
just-
a little bit, don't we?
there we go. Just so we get both of us in the shot. If
Well,
we
mate.
lean this way.
We need to sort of like
There we
lean
go.
together.
Hello,
Right.
Paddy. How are you?
I am great, mate. I'm having a great time.
Good, good. So obviously we've got a great game in front of us, haven't we?
We do.
But before we talk about the game and probably what you're all here for, is we'll just mention a few super chats we've already had.
We've had a couple of super chats. So we'll start off with Robert Welsh, who has super chatted $10.
I love Robert Welsh.
Good bloke.
He
eh?
super chats every stream and he's an absolute hero.
Yeah, brilliant. His super chat was, "Hey guys, nice seeing Michael on the tabletop again and the Genestealer cult game too. Got to root for the Custodes though. Good luck to you guys as always."
Robert, you don't have to root for the one Steve's playing, just so you know. I know sometimes you root for me, and I really appreciate that. And then we've also had a super chat from...
From Factorum, and they've super chatted £6, and they've asked a question. So we'll pose it to Michael first, and it's, what unit in each opponent's army has you worried the most?
Oh, okay. So in the Custodes army, well, the bikes are fast and scary, but I have seen firsthand the raw destructive power of the Blade Champion. So I have to say, the Blade Champion
My boy.
scares me the most.
The Blade Champion's going to come and slice and dice, yeah?
He's gonna slap my guys out of the system.
Okay, so Steve, over to you. What unit in the Genestealer cult army worries you the most?
Well, that Patriarch.
Oh,
the
Pistol
Patriarch,
Pete.
Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
Pistol Pete, the Patriarch, and those rock trucks.
So
So I
If you
know
had
he...
to pick one.
What?
now let's make your answer efficient, Steve. Pick one from the three and focus and win.
I actually don't like the little computer dude. Because he can go, well, you can't Hercules
mean-
bean, and that's my whole thing.
You mean Moss
Yes.
from the IT crowd?
Yeah,
It's my whole shebang.
yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
Awesome. So you're scared of computers, and that's why you use a Mac, and you're scared of the Blade
Blenders.
Champion.
The champion.
Cool.
Yes.
Right, we'll go back
That's why he
to...
stays away from knives.
Exactly. But I saw Michael cutting his sandwich with a spoon today. So, right, we'll go back to the top down. There we go. Hello. And then, and then we've had another super chat.
Connor Nichols, rooting for the Genestealer cult today. Come on, Mike. Sorry, Steve.
I love Connor. We actually had a conversation about like who our favourite academy students are, and Connor, you were my favourite, and Simone, because of his moustache. Simone, with his moustache.
No, Connor.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, you can. We
Top
can-
rule of teaching, guys, you never announce who your favourite student is. I love them
I
all
love
as
doing.
well.
Nicole said she loved them all.
Absolute professional over there.
There we go. So we're going to mute that one again. So obviously this matchup. Obviously, the reason we're doing this matchup for all the people that don't know is that obviously the books went on pre-order at the same time. So obviously, if that wasn't the case, Obviously, you know, the matchups, we probably would have tried some different armies, but I think it's also a good, interesting game. What do you think, Paddy?
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? It's two very different play styles. I like the brute force. I'm going to come and get you of the Custodes, and who even knows where the Genestealer cult are.
Yeah, and it's also as well. It's an elite army versus an infantry army. It's a fast-moving army versus a more slow and bulky army. So I think in terms of game-wise, it's going to be interesting to see how those two play styles interlink. It's also going to be interesting to see when obviously this new chapter approved drops that they've from the previews GW have already shown of some of the missions and how they'll play as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they do in these missions, and then it'll be cool if we did like a game again about that.
Yeah, once the new missions are out and dust has chance to settle, I think both these armies are going to make each other think. So you might see some strained looks on their faces at the table.
Yeah. I also have to say that Chris Anderson, the Rhino, is in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a bit disappointed you didn't take a Rhino.
Well, you can't take a Rhino in every game, Chris. I know he will try.
That's what you
Obviously, Steve doesn't know how Chris works.
Yes, you can move now, yeah.
I can move. We're in the movement phase now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
people know. I read this redeploying. We're now in the movement phase.
Yeah, that's cool. So, right, now we'll shut you up again. Cool. The Custodes aren't slow, Jake, from Snacks. Well, I'll have you know that it depends on how, like, it depends on what you mean by slow, you know? They've got quick wit, but they don't move very fast.
Sometimes. Of them do. Them bikes are pretty nippy.
Yeah, I think we'll be a bit surprised this game, especially with Steve's Solar Watch. Obviously, the ability to be able to run and do stuff is quite useful.
Pretty handy getting across the board, eh?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but yeah, I think this is going to be a really cool game, especially with the secondaries as well. Like it's also good to see, like, not like, for example, Steve could have taken something like to the last and just been really boring.
Yeah, it's nice to see each player taking one of the unique secondaries.
Yeah.
Something new that people haven't seen before.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you're here, right? On a preview game.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do the previewing thing instead of just doing the thing everyone else will do. Yeah, because that's what we like to do here when we do book previews. We like to show off like to show off things that you probably may not see as much, because then that gives you obviously a bit more options. Just G Minis has said, "Are you off to Beachhead, guys?" So me, Steve, I'll just speak for Michael and Steve. They are going. I'm going. Are you going?
I'm not going, mate. Unfortunately, I'm otherwise engaged in something way more boring.
Engaged in glorious melee?
Hopefully not.
On all fronts?
Yeah, that would be a surprising weekend if that ended up happening.
Just everyone starts scrapping. Can I also thank, we've got 256 viewers in the chat at the moment. So obviously for the first one back, that's very, very good. So thank you all for viewing. We've got another super chat though.
It's from Liran Shoham. I hope I've got that right. I don't know that currency, but it's 15 of it. So
it's just like, it's like this. Like
Jake
that.
isn't doing gang signs.
So if you can tell me where that's from, no gang signs for the Mandem. And what's he said?
The comment is, "Hi guys, thanks for making awesome content. I'm sick and positive for Corona, and thanks for the wonderful VT community. I feel less isolated and alone. Well, we hope you get better soon.
Yeah,
and it's never fun suffering from that.
And remember, always reach out to people if you feel like you're on your own or if you're sad or whatever, because obviously there's a fantastic hobby community out there. And everybody, there's loads of super chats just came in at the same time, and loads of people obviously there for you. So obviously, if you're sat there sad and alone, come hang out with us, and obviously, make sure you get some well-needed rest. And I hope you get better soon.
Absolutely positive vibes from here.
Yeah.
Connor Nichols has super chatted what looks like directly to you, $4.49 for your making him blush, and it goes directly to the Percy Pig Fund.
Yeah,
a great fund.
Yeah, the PP fund. and then
Paul Bridge, £5. Mike for the win. There we are. We heard it here. Roll Steve Hardlow. See you both in Nottingham if you are going.
Are we going to the Nottingham GT? Is that one we're doing?
I am.
You are?
Yeah.
Steve?
I'm at LVO. I'm in Vegas.
Oh.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas, baby.
Yeah, it's a weekend before Vegas.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll be on a plane.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all right then. So obviously, so you can see Michael there, Paul. I have been offered a ticket from someone, so I may go, but it depends if I can get the time off work. I don't think I'll be able to. Right, and then we've got
Psycho Eddie.
Psycho Eddie.
200, is that Krona?
Yeah, I think so.
Again, thanks very much. So hello to the VT crew and chat. This will be such an interesting match. Absolutely will be, won't it? It's going to be a good one to watch.
Yeah. And also we've had Just G Minis also asked if he can get a signed photo of me. Now there will be a way to get these photos, and you can even that is like my new business. I've decided because I've had so many people ask them. But
You
yeah,
could sell them in an auction.
well, one of the ideas was I was going to bring them all, like 5 of them at an event, set them up there, and then give one to my opponent.
Or it could be your own most sporting. One in an event, and whoever you're the most fun with gets a signed
Gets
photo.
a signed photo. Yeah, that's a good idea as well.
I think that's good.
Let me know, chat, if you want some signed photos. Let me know. But yeah, so obviously there's a big point. Obviously they made a very interesting matchup. Obviously, so from Steve's first movement says, what I presume obviously he's put the banners up on. I can't really point to it. There, like the banner, the ones.
His
up there.
2 objectives in his own deployment zone.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously he can get that defensive position in there early. He won't score any of them just yet. And then obviously he's moved quite hard on that right flank towards that objective, and obviously he's just moved a bit over to that left flank. Obviously with a lot of the new rules, Paddy, because obviously Custodes also count as 2 models.
They do, don't
on
they?
an objective, and they're all obsec. So
All infantry are obsec.
all
Those
infantry.
Bikers, unfortunately, aren't anymore. But
no, but all you need is that one obsec model on there, and then
Sorted.
you're all right. So if you obviously you play Thousand Suns and you play Blood Angels, and you've just started a towel collection.
Absolutely, get on that train, choo choo.
Yeah. What do you think is going to be like? Seeing this sort of thing, like obviously if they're going to be quite popular, what's your thoughts going through your head at the moment?
Well, for what's meant to be a very small army, there's actually quite a lot of models on the table, and using that terrain to really just lock down effectively 4 objectives, 2 flanks. Steve's got enough on there. Mike's really going to have to come at him hard and meet him in the centre of the battle.
Yeah.
Especially with all the heroic interventions they can do, doubling down on obsec. It's quite a big threat, and it's going to be pretty big punch up in the centre there. It's going to be great.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, and I think as well, like from that sort of point of view, it's going to be really interesting. Obviously, what you're seeing as well is some people eager beavers may have noticed that Michael is now placing models. So obviously, this is the point in the movement phase when Michael removes his blips and he puts down the models. So obviously, it's quite interesting, that concept of the blips with the Genestealer cult. One of the biggest things that actually a lot of people noted people, as Michael told me earlier, is that blips are not. They're not restrained to a pure Genestealer cult army, so you can still use blips in your NID mixed armies.
Forces of the hive mind.
Yes, however, you don't get one of their rules called crossfire, which obviously we alluded to making people fight last and all that earlier. What do you think of that, Paddy? Because obviously it's been interesting to see a lot of the books go into this whole, like, if your whole army is this, you get this rule.
It's quite good that you can pick and choose, so still getting the blips and having a bit of NIDs, a bit of Genestealer cult. If you build, I don't know, pretty melee heavy with the Genestealer cult, you're not really losing anything. Crossfires, you've got to have shooting for that. But it is also nice that you get the reward for having made a full army of Genestealer cult and getting that extra stacking rule. Yeah,
that's something that's really big as well. So yeah, I think that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay as an ally, or if you're going to see more pure armies. Because I love the Genestealer cult aesthetic. They're all like space goblins. So
it's always a bit of a shame when you see an army having to run with allies. It's nice when they can stand on their own 3-4 feet.
4, 5, 6 arms, which is very good for grabbing cups and painting. So obviously Andy Downs, he's celebrated 5 months of being a lieutenant. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Andy, and thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. And obviously all the support, we really appreciate it. And obviously if you want to be a member of the channel, you can either look in the description below or just join via the near to the subscribe tag. If you click that, you'll be able to look at the tiers. It's this little as $1.99 a month, and it supports everything we do here, and also the future members content we'll be doing.
Yeah, we've had another super chat come in. Marcia Cooper, 20 New Zealand dollars, to say a little bit disappointed in the lack of the Sisters of Silence, because they got added back to the Custodes Codex, but should be a great game. I mean, those sisters will be coming shortly. Just a bit of a showcase of pure Custodes now. And they'll be on the channel shortly.
Oh yeah, well the cool thing is obviously, like, good thing we do these battle reports every week, eh? So we can obviously maybe do a more sisters oriented list if you guys want to see that. Equally, that's something we could do in the members content. So obviously, if you are a member, you could have a look at that. Stephen, not Stephen Box, has just joined as a lieutenant.
That would be impressive multitasking. Yeah.
What an absolute hero. Thank you so much. And obviously that's really, really appreciated for you. For you, for me, I really appreciate that. This is the greatest day of your life. So yeah, so obviously 274 viewers at the moment. So obviously you're still muted. If you want to chat, do you want to talk? Yeah, okay. Steve just said he wanted to speak, so...
Okay, so what, just to let everyone know quickly, Michael decided to make this one here. Are we on top down still?
Yeah.
Michael's made this one the difficult ground, which is why I've kind of pushed my army a little bit over here. I've gone for the guitar stance, which allows me to essentially advance and shoot, and also roll 2 dice and pick the highest. So if you're wondering why I was rolling 2 dice, I completely forgot that I could advance and shoot, but when I'm solo watch, I get both of these stances, which is really cool, which is why I've just pushed those bikes a little bit more further on there. And that's pretty much it. I've also spent a CP to make these guys. I can't do that actually. That's a completely different thing. So forget me what I was about to say then. Cool.
Borderline cheating.
Remember
himself.
that I can't do what I was about to say. So yeah.
Right.
Anyway, anywho. Yes.
Yeah.
And just advance pretty much everything over here. This is the unit that's going to advance in charge, and they're within 2 with each other just to make sure they're around that objective if they want to.
And what allows you to advance and charge, Steve, just as a quick one?
That's my Capitano, Trixie, his warlord trait.
Roy, yeah.
Yeah.
Roy.
You like to call him Roy Keane
Do you know why I like to call him Roy Keane, Paddy?
because he goes into every challenge.
Yeah.
There we are.
Technically, that should be the champion then.
Yeah, it should be.
Wait.
I'm happy to call the champion Roy Keane, but the Terminator's Trixie.
Okay, right.
Trixie the Terminator.
I'll meet you at those demands.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad we've...
Good.
Anyway, thanks so much for everyone's super chats, by the way. It's really, really, well, humbling to get so many, so thank you so
Yeah.
much.
It really does mean a lot to us as well, especially with obviously, you know, like the studio move and everything. Obviously, you
Yeah.
know, there's a lot of big steps going on at the moment with Vanguard Tactics. So
Everyone's mentioned about the lighting. Like last week and the week before was a bit dark, so you wouldn't believe how bright this light is right here.
yeah,
We're getting a suntan just sitting here.
Yeah.
yeah, that tan's not fake tan for once, Steve.
We
isn't it?
heavily invested in lighting, and yeah, we've got a new beautiful light on the front side. We've now changed all the. Oh yeah, so we are literally fully lit. So hopefully you guys can. I don't know. Is it noticeably different than last week's? Let me know.
I've so far so good. We've had a lot of really good comments in the chat of big improvements, obviously audio wise, in that. I think just as like a off the table, which is another show we do, so you definitely check it out. Like we should definitely always use that one.
Cool. Yeah.
Never the other one. That was horrific. Cool. Someone said they call their Luran says he calls his Terminator Henry Cavill.
Oh.
That's like another custodian and muscly man.
Yeah.
One more super chat before we go into the synopsis a bit more of the movement phase. Do you want to do that?
Yeah,
one,
Ian Inman, £5, so thank you very much. How do you think Custodes will fare against units like Death Company and Sanguinary Guards, given that we have lost our 3+ invuln saves and some defensive strats? Steve, do you want to answer that one?
I'm really sorry. Say that again, please.
Okay, so how do we think the Custodes are going to fare against units like Death Company and Sanguinary Guard, very close to your heart, given that they've lost the 3+ invuln saves and some of the defensive strats?
I don't think they've lost anything. So I'll roll it out for you.
Let's go to dice cam.
Go to dice cam, right? So assuming I've got, I don't know, Death Company, 5 attacks each, averagely, let's say I'm rocking 4 hammers out of a squad. I'd say that's pretty average, yeah? Or I can go 5 and that's like literally a 300-point unit then, yeah? So 5 hammers. They can turn off rerolls, so then they're hitting on, you can get, we'll say they've got a +1 to hit, but no rerolls. So that's all the 1s and 2s out. Transhuman. No rerolls. And now 4 Pinvans. Oh look, nothing.
It was perfect.
There we go. There we have it, look. Just nothing.
That was really
That is-
good.
There's a 5-man unit, Death Company, kabounced.
Yeah.
And then the 3 guys in return, we'll say they don't even have the banner, just a flat 9 attacks. Reroll 1s, that missed. No problem.
Lol.
Winning on 3s, yeah, cool. And then 6+ saves. Each of these are flat 2 damage. First guy, He's alive. Next guy. Now he's dead. You've pretty much killed the unit.
No, that was very good.
Yeah.
Final thing before we go into another synopsis movie phase. Dominic Jury, you became a member of the channel, so thank you so much. All in the effort to support the content we'll be doing on there. And that is it. So, you've done your movement phase.
Yeah.
You spoke a bit about it. Michael did his movement phase. Michael thought, oh no, I forgot to deploy my models.
It's going to be a quick game, this.
I'll talk you through it after you've thought through all of this, because there's a lot of thinking you have to put into the cult.
Yeah.
So for that one, we'll go back to the top down, just
Mm-hmm.
for that one, so then you guys can have a look, and then we'll go on to all the other bits. So you're on the top down now, so go for it.
This whole section here, everything's moved in advance forward, aside from my shield, my champion, Roy Keane, because he's going to banner.
Yep.
And then over here, we've done exactly the same, just with the lone Terminators Balland here, okay?
I'm going to put a little gold Vanguard Tactics thing on there. Look at that.
Ooh.
Look at that cheeky little banner.
So they are bannered up now, okay? And then everything else is advanced, pretty much. As what you can see, we've got the banner over here, we've got Trajan over here. What are these guys doing, eh?
Yeah, so...
You've gone quite aggressive, mate.
Well, so the ambush markers get revealed at the end of your opponent's movement phase, the first one, or at the start of your command phase if you go first. And the issue here was because Steve redeployed his bikers to the middle, he was able to get them forward and advance and still be able to shoot with the Marshal Qatar. He was going to be able to shoot my 2 Goliath trucks, and they'll put some hurt in on those trucks. Trucks did -1 damage, but obviously you're D3+3, you're like a Dark Lance, basically. It wasn't an easy way of hiding the trucks, but they're mostly impervious to the rest of your fire.
Yeah, they are.
So I've left them there, and then the stuff can come out in the building, ideally, or a bit ahead and maybe charge next turn. The Genestealers, so they're able to make a scout move when their ambush marker is revealed.
Yeah.
So that was at the end of your movement phase. I've moved them forward quite aggressively, but behind the building, knowing that you can't really charge.
Do you have to be outside of 9 of me?
Yes,
Okay,
and I have measured that. So yeah, I would have to be outside of 9 of you. And they do move 9, it's a normal move, but of course,
you're
an
in.
8-inch move, and then +1 because of Twisted Helix.
Ugh.
And then, yeah, I've just sort of revealed where everything is based on your movement. I mean, it's quite a nice trick to have.
It's
not gonna
good,
lie.
really good.
Yeah.
Them Genestealer cult, like the Genestealers are actually scary, which is great now to see those. I'm not fancying my chances here, I'm not going to lie. Right, okay, so I want those Hurricane Bolters back on those bikes. Anyway, so should we move on to my psychic phase?
Yeah, go for it. Also, Chris Anderson has become a lieutenant, Lieutenant Rhino.
Legend.
And we also have 320 people watching, but we only have 49 likes.
Wow.
So people
Come on.
watching,
Ratios.
it's literally 1 click. So
It
do
is.
it,
It
and that'll
is
be
one.
really great.
It is a click.
And then
Also, a comment always helps.
a comment, yeah.
A comment always helps for the algorithm, just to help other people see our content. It just, honestly, it doesn't even have to say anything. Just something.
Has to say something.
Maybe a
Just
full
This
stop.
comment says nothing.
Just anything.
Maybe who you're rooting for.
Yeah. who
Tell me
you
your
rooting
favourite
for.
football team in the
But
comments.
I don't think live chat counts.
No, it doesn't.
It has to be a
Oh,
comment.
that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
So when the video's finished, go back on the video.
Just a quick,
Yeah.
cheeky comment.
Yeah, smash that like button. Steve, do your psychic phase, and then I'll tell you how many likes we have. We've already jumped up 20, so...
I've done it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go for it.
Cool, I've done my psychic phase.
Okay, so we jumped up 30 likes in your psychic phase. People love that psychic phase.
Sturdy Psychics was famous for it.
Yeah.
Now let's get on to some shooting.
Okay, well, I don't have a huge amount here, so we're going to kick off with the 3 bikes with the salvo launchers.
Yep.
Are you ready? I'm just going to put that into... Let me guess, you've got abominations in each aberrants?
Yeah,
in each
so there's
one?
the Abominant. I forgot to mention, but he has a 4-up in Vun relic with some other spicy stuff on it as well.
Yeah.
And 5 aberrants, and then we have the Biophagus and 5 aberrants. In the other.
Ugh, it doesn't really matter, does it? I'll go for the one on the flank here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what you've... Yeah, you've actually got less room on this one. I'll go for... Yeah, I'll go for this one over on the right-hand side there. Okay. So we've got 3 rockets.
Yep.
Here we go. 3 hits. Now, I'm wounding on 3s.
I expect so.
Good start there, Steve. Luckily,
And he's back.
luckily I get Trajan rerolls.
Thank God, yeah. Okay,
2
all right,
wins.
that's far better. I'm
Can't
going to
re-
assume the AP is massive.
It's pretty big, yeah.
Okay, we'll roll your damage.
What's your save, though?
It'll be a 3-up.
Or you might get a 6-up. Might only be -3.
Well, that seems a little
Weak.
naff for the Talons of the Emperor.
And that's -4, you're right. Yeah, so these are D3 plus 3 damage.
Cool. Off you go.
D6 plus 3. Yeah, D3.
So 5 goes down to 4, because we're -1 damage. And another 5 goes down to 4. So 2 wounds left on one of them trucks.
Maybe should have re-rolled the other die, shouldn't I?
Well, you do have a fair bit of shooting to come in.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was on this one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just mark that there.
So that's them shot.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've got two guys that can shoot with their blasters. They are going to get just 3 shots. 3 hits.
Mm-hmm.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. Cheeky. What is the AP?
Better than a 3 plus 3.
Right, I'm now dead.
Do you want to explode yourself?
So Colt have an ability to auto-explode a vehicle provided you take a cache of demolition charges. I'm obviously not going to do that right now. I did not explode. So then I've got to get some guys out.
Yeah. I'm just going to put the other 2 on that one because that's the only thing they're in range of.
Yeah,
that's
of course, yeah. Oof. We lose 2 aberrants.
Oh, cheeky.
Not
So a bit of chip
great.
fire on the other one just because it's the only thing they're in range of. And that's 1 more save on that one.
One more save on that.
These are minus...
Goes through anyway.
Okay, they're -3 for future reference.
So we'll just say there is a proficient planning on one of the aberrant units
Okay.
for an extra attack the first time they fight.
Yep.
And I will just do a 4-up. So 4-up is the unit you just
Okay.
got out of their vehicle. So 2
Alright.
of them are dead. No.
Poor.
We'll get the...
That's what you get for laughing at my poor wounding rolls there. you see.
Yeah. Bit of a shame, really. Oh well.
How are those close-up shots looking?
They're
And then
looking
Mr. Doctor can
fancy.
get out.
Are we on the
Fancy.
close-up shots right now?
Well, at the moment it's closer with Mike's back, so we'll switch over
Yeah,
to
probably-
a much better.
And then we
big
can do
pot.
some
Look at
rolling.
them,
Probably
Look at
best.
them.
golden red.
And these were painted by Mystic Studios' Grant.
Yeah.
So obviously these are the bikes he did. So obviously you want to check him out, you can check him out on Instagram. Lovely chap.
Nice.
Cool.
Right, so next up is just all the other shooting from the army.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got basically all of these guys in range. Now, the swords aren't going to be in range.
No.
Okay, so it's just going to be the spears. And what I've got is I've got a banner guy.
Yep.
I've then got 2, so 1 banner gets a shot.
Yep.
Then we get 1, 2, 3 other shots there.
Cool.
for-
What Qatar are you in?
I'm in, so I can basically, I count as stationary.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it really.
For
So
the shooting phase only, isn't it?
Yeah, so the bikes have shot. I've got Trajan to shoot, and then at each of these 1, 2, 3 squads
Mhm.
are all going to have 3 shots each.
Yep.
Sorry, 2 shots each. So that is a total of 6 shots.
Yep.
Plus then the banner's 7 shots in total. So I'll just
Cool.
do them all.
Yeah.
They'll hit. 5's to wound.
So 2 wounds.
2 wounds. Yep. And these are at -1.
Well,
2 damage each.
starting this game strong.
It only goes to 1 damage.
Goes to 1 each, so I've got 7 left on that vehicle.
Then Trajan.
Pop that on there now.
He's got his Watcher's Axe that he can shoot. It's rapid fire 1, obviously. He hits. Does not wound.
And then
Question from Jake.
Oh no, I'm just waiting for something with Paddy for one of the cameras.
Oh, all right.
Don't worry.
Okay. Right. That's all that on the left-hand side shot.
Cool.
Now, okay. Yes. Yes. Now over here. We saying you're obscured over there, those guys? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I can't really think I can see much anyway.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to kick off with. Can these guys advance in charge over here?
yes, for CP, or I could do a psychic power on them.
Right. So how many advancing charges have you got on your list?
3, 4, in fact, if you include the Patriarch.
Brilliant. Cool. So quite a lot then.
Yeah.
I'm just going to try and shoot these bikes down then. So first unit,
Mm-hmm.
sword guys out of 12. So it's just 2.
It's probably 2 each now.
Yeah, probably within. The other guys are within 12, so they're going to get 4 shots there. Trixie's
It
giving
is
them,
-1 to hit as well.
so I'm hitting on 3s then. Trixie gives them reroll 1s.
Mm-hmm.
Strength 4, toughness.
4.
Okay, so nothing. Next unit, he's got 2 spears in it, and he's got a sword guy. So that's 3 hits from there because of the -1. 2 wounds
2 wounds.
on the bikes.
AP,
-1.
so they're fine.
They're fine. Okay, quite durable bikes. And then the Wardens, okay, so they're going in. And then we're looking for 4s. Just 2 more saves, please.
Just the 2. Excellent.
You love that as well. Okay,
these,
cool.
These
So
bikes.
quite durable, those bikes, yeah. And then I got Trixie himself. He can shoot. He's got his blaster. Gives me 2 shots, 2 hits, 1 wound.
Does go through.
Yeah, that'll be 1 damage.
Cool. He's got his axe. Did he fire that as well?
He needs to fire his axe.
Yeah.
2 hits, 1
So
wound.
for the sake of this, we'll say you did the axe first because it's 2 damage.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Went through.
Cool. So just kills a guy.
Cool.
I don't mind losing 1 because otherwise it makes my charge longer.
Can you advance and charge?
Yes.
Oh, that's not very nice, is it?
Just with the 1 unit because it's Sally 4th, you know.
Yeah.
So that is me. So now we're into charge phase.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to try and charge in on that unit there.
Good luck.
7 with a +1.
Okay. And you're going to try and avoid the building because it's difficult ground.
Yeah, so I'm over there, yeah.
Yep.
We got 1 model in. They can follow up.
Wow, these are some brave custodians.
They love it. They love it. So then we're just going to go like that within ½ an inch of ½ an inch.
Mm-hmm.
And he can pile in 3 there. Right, so they're going to get 3 attacks each.
Yep.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And you've strung them out deliberately.
Yeah.
Or did you want to get the
Probably
attacks
go
from the
like
other
that,
guy?
just get within ½ an
Because
inch.
you'll probably
actually.
kill them and then consolidate.
Yeah. Another 3 attacks. They'll hit.
Yes,
My
they
models
do.
want to hit in combat?
Yes.
Oh. 2 misses then.
We're so good at riding bikes.
So agile. And I can't,
Can't wound
wound you
us
on a 2.
on 2s.
Them at -3.
Cool. They're
dead?
dead.
Cool.
So that's a bit of a shame. Perhaps a misplay with the bikes. Forgot the advance and charge.
Yeah.
Very powerful for Custodes.
It's nice that.
Gets them very, very mobile.
Yeah. Just a quick, well, a couple of kills there.
Mm-hmm.
Although I've already got a kill, so grind wasn't too. Oh, I didn't go for grind, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, mine. Maybe not the best secondary for me, but hey,
Take grind instead if you like.
that's all good. We said we were going to show it off. It's nice to see how what they do, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
People learn from those.
Yeah.
Yeah. A mistake is an opportunity to learn.
No, I'm trash.
You're
I'm never doing that again.
Anyway, so that's my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got 2 banners up, which I don't score, but I did get Stranglehold.
You did get Stranglehold.
Yeah,
Good
for
job,
3.
Steve.
Thank you, everybody.
Just
I'm
going to roll a
proud,
quick
not
morale for these aberrants,
Oh yeah.
just
Well,
in case they can run.
Oh, I've got a stratagem about
I
morale.
lost 2. It would be pretty embarrassing if they ran at this stage.
It'd be great, wouldn't it, if they did?
It would be very embarrassing if they ran at this stage. They're only leadership 7 and I've lost 2. So on a 6 they could run. You got any morale manipulation?
Oh, it's just when I kill your warlord.
Oh wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit situational, that one.
Well, 1 more runs away, that's good.
They're a bit scared.
Yeah, well, you know. Cool. Cool, that's fine. It's only the unit that I upgraded to have extra attacks, that's fine.
You don't need those attacks.
No, clearly
Good job
not.
we're not shadow keepers.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Cool, that's your turn, isn't it?
that's my turn.
Cool.
Turn to you, Mike.
Over to me.
So movement phase then, Jakey.
Indeed, right. Let's go back to the old top down, and then we can discuss all the super chats we had and other things. Hello, everyone.
We're back.
We're back. Obviously, quite an interesting turn from Steve there, isn't it?
Yeah.
But before we talk about Warhammer, let's talk about your lovely, lovely, lovely super chats.
So starting with Dominic Drury, who super chatted £5, and the super chat says, "I've got a GT in February. I really want to take an Iron Hands vehicle list. Do I accept it's just for fun, or is there any way to be competitive?" A lot of debate in the chat over this one as well about certain Iron Hand builds, but
to
It's the
drop
vehicles that
VOD.
are wanted. Steve, any thoughts?
What's
Iron Hands vehicles list. Is there any way to make it competitive?
Well, I think dreadnoughts is certainly the way forward with those iron hands. You know, having for example, the character dread that you can't shoot. Contemptor dreadnoughts are still pretty viable. So yeah, I think certainly leaning into the dreadnought build. I mean, you could probably squeeze in maybe one big tank. You know, whether it's from Forge World, whether I could really like the Sakaran. It's quite a cool tank. Is it the Sakaran?
Sakaran, yeah.
Obviously, whirlwinds are good use for those in all types of games. So I could certainly see a whirlwind, one larger tank supported by some dreads, and then a little bit of troops like your infiltrators to keep people zoning out, and then some combat counter punches like some Vanguard vets. I think that'd be kind of the way I'd go with it. Yeah.
Yeah, nice one.
Awesome. Moving on then, we've got 200 Swedish krona from Morka, who says, what a lovely birthday gift. Some Vanguard tactics and to watch some awesome matchup.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Exactly. Yeah. So obviously, people have said in the chat lots of... apparently, I'm Trajan Valorous because you're the Emperor. Yeah.
Jake is renowned for being 8 foot tall.
I've also been told I'm 8 foot tall. And like I remind everyone, height is a state of mind. You're only as tall as you feel. So
Yeah.
everyone said I'm about 20 foot tall.
We've got some good comments about the light as well. You guys need to start wearing stage makeup. It's
Wow.
well lit here. It's looking
well
good.
lit.
Yeah, very
And-
well lit.
And Death's Walker has just celebrated being a member for 4 months. And and he has asked a question in this, if you don't mind, Steve, on
Absolutely,
his
yeah,
4-month anniversary.
Yeah, members, absolutely.
Steve, what reason for no sisters against the Psyker foe?
That'd be list tailoring, wouldn't it?
That would be list tailoring. And do you know what that makes you? A grass. And if
Yeah.
you're do you know what happens if you grass? You get stitches. Okay.
So-
Snitches, not grasses.
I
but
think it's one of those that we've tried, haven't we, Michael, with the sisters in the list?
Yes.
And it certainly works very, very well. But I wanted to show off something a little bit different, a little bit more of a sort of infantry horde army today. So absolutely, they're viable. I really like the unit that can pre-game move. That's really great on the objective game. Would have been much stronger in this game because I could just pre-game move forward, got my stranglehold, and played a really defensive game. So actually having that 70-point unit in there just to do that is clutch. The flamethrowers would have also been nice into some of these Genestealers when they tried to charge me. But yeah, again, absolutely, they're certainly very viable. And then allowing you to keep your backfields safe with just a 60-point unit, again, is very good. So I think we could have easily added in 2 units of just Battle Sisters, 1 unit of pre-game moving for a total of 190 points. That would have been a nice little add-on instead of a 140-point shield unit. So again, maybe drop one more thing out, but then we're pretty much there. So yeah.
Exactly. Right, we're going to mute you guys so Michael can do
He
his...
needs to be there, by the
his
way,
stuff.
just for...
Right. So obviously, like he just said, that's justifying why he didn't take a Rhino, Chris. And obviously for those questions there, because that was quite a few questions we've had regarding the old sisters. Well, like obviously Steve said, we don't list tailor. And also the other thing as well, we'd like to show off a bit of everything in this list. So I think we've got all the basic custode. We've actually got one of pretty much every custody box you can buy.
Absolutely,
as well.
Everything that people are likely to have in their own collections as well. It's good to see how your army might be able to fare at the
Yeah,
time.
exactly. And obviously, with this, the main part of this game is not to obviously show off, like as in terms of, we just want to show what each book can do. Whether in terms of matchup wise, obviously, a lot of the time it could be perceived as not ideal. I personally disagree, because obviously there's a lot of tricks that each armies can do. Obviously Genestealer Cult can do a lot on the mission and the movement front. Obviously Custodes do a lot on the sort of sitting there taking the objectives front. So I think it's going to be quite an interesting game to see.
Yeah, 2 very different play styles coming out.
Yeah.
And 2 very different lengths of turn as well.
Yeah, that's the main thing, isn't it? A lot of people are also saying about how what a grass is. That makes me happy.
Important debate in the chat.
Well, people need to know these things. It could actually save a life.
You don't want to accidentally be a grass, do you?
No, exactly.
No.
You can't accidentally be a grass, just in case something bad would happen. But yeah, so obviously Michael's movement, he's doing some stuff and some things. So obviously he's moving up. He moved quite up aggressively with those Genestealers.
Mate, what else are Genestealers for? You've got to yeet them up the board and get those claws and talons into stuff.
Yeah. So obviously the pre-game move on the ironically in the last Genestealer cult book, Genestealers were actually really bad because they didn't get any trait for some strange reason, and they just had like this one thing. Now they get a trait, they get a pre-game move, and they obviously can still advance and charge. And because of obviously the twisted helix, like Michael has said, obviously he's got his +1 strength as well on there.
Those Genestealers are everything the cult is aspiring to be this time.
Exactly.
Rather than being worse than everyone in the cult.
And obviously, just to show off some cool little. Speaking of the Genestealer cult,
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that with his little green dice on it. His green glowing.
Those green dice really work, don't they, with the cult?
Exactly. Yeah, that's why we've done it. You see, because we're very narrative like that. As you know, Paddy, I'm a very narrative player.
You are, yeah. Competitively narrative.
Competitively narrative. I make up my own narrative. Like I don't know anything about the backstory in this game, but do you know what I know about? My own stories. Yeah, so obviously back over to the old top down after that beautiful display. Now you're not.
So I've recently listened to the Emperor's Legion.
What, Master of Mankind?
Well, I'm actually listening to that one at the moment.
You did take a book recommendation from me.
It's a great book, that one.
I listened to the 40K one first with the sisters, which follows Alea and what's his name? Not Valdor.
The other guy who's in the book.
I'm going to find it now. I've literally been listening to it.
The one with that cool model.
Yeah, so fun fact for you, narrative bunny.
Here we go. Valerian. It follows those two and how they met, how the Sisters of Silence got introduced back into the sort of fighting with the Custodes to make the Talons of the Emperor. So it's a pretty cool book, actually. I quite liked it. So now I feel like I'm really... they used to fight with these black cloaks, which is why I've painted all of my custodians with like the black. I've changed. They used to be red. I'm actually going for a bit more black in terms of the like on the armor aesthetics. Bit of a sort of tribute to that, really. So yeah. Now I'm on to Emperor Mankind, which is why I then converted and made the Emperor.
Yeah, so you did take a book
recommend. That model is looking lovely as well.
Yeah, Mike, do you want to see the work in progress on the Emperor?
Yeah,
go on then.
Let's go see the work in progress on the Emperor. But the Emperor wouldn't have a work in progress.
Amazing detailed camera on the Emperor.
Yeah.
The Emperor is never a work in progress, you're right, mate.
No, because he's complete.
Yeah.
Right, we'll put it in front of the old Nicole cam. So when Steve's primed and when Nicole's ready, you can go ah, la, 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 and then I'll go over to that camera. Steve's being quite the perfectionist. Get it? Because the Emperor's a perfectionist as well.
Oh, almost in focus.
Ready?
Right,
Ready?
You all ready for this?
You ready to see?
3, 2, 1. Look at that.
Look at that.
Now the cloak is just basically going to be in that kind of position when he's finished.
So he looked like he's just jumped onto the rock and power posed.
It's going to basically be like that when he's finished.
Got himself straight into the wind tunnel.
But obviously I'm painting that separately, so we can kind of see it's quite I'm real happy with it.
He looks sick, mate.
It's got the conversion on the face took me absolutely forever.
Yeah.
To get the right head, obviously Rabute Gulliman was the obvious choice for the body, and then I had to sacrifice an Abaddon just for the fingers and the claws.
So we have an Abaddon somewhere.
Well, we don't anymore.
You've got a one-armed Abaddon.
Have we got his sword still?
We've got his sword, we just don't have his hand.
Other fighty champion with Abaddon's
So
sword.
it's Chaos Lord with other weapon now, and then Sigvald.
The Magnificent.
So I had to do a massive thing with his hair because it's really wispy and it wouldn't fit. So then I had to green stuff all the neck in so it was the right height. But yeah, basically Sigvald. We on top down cam still?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So Sigvald took an also, and it's hit Sigvald's cloak as well. And then there's also the Emperor's Children. The Emperor's Champion also had to take a hit.
You love those Emperor's Children.
You've almost said Emperor's Children twice today.
Yeah. So the Emperor's Champion, I took his wreath off his helmet, so then it could fit onto the head of the Emperor, and that is the Emperor conversion. I don't think there's any other bits, but it's probably about it's quite an expensive conversion when I think about it.
Can you tell the class what you're going to use him as in the game?
So in future, he will be either Trajan Valorous on a bigger base.
Yeah. For the narrative.
Yeah, or he will be a Dreadnought. Like rules-wise, just because he's on the same size base.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably not the stat line you would expect, but hey, you know, like there's a Dreadnought which got like a 4-up invuln, -1 to wound, that guy, flat damage 3. I mean, he's all right. We'll just chuck him in. Is that bit of fun?
Yeah.
Or obviously he can go in the Ultramarines. He can be Rabute.
Yeah. Well, you could always just ally him into the army.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he does affect Imperium. He is a Supreme Commander.
He does.
Yeah. Well, he's the Emperor. He better
The
be.
Supreme Commander.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the Supremist.
He is the Supremist Commander.
A lot of love in the chat for the conversion. Everyone's loving the work.
Very nice. Good, I'm glad.
You all right
Thank
there,
you very much.
Michael?
I'll
Yeah,
keep everyone
I've,
up to date on Instagram on the progress of the work in progress on that. Yeah.
I think I'm done with the
Yeah.
northern phase. It's going to be an
Do you
interesting turn.
Do you want to tell the class what you did?
Yeah, absolutely. Probably following along from the top down. So on the
You're still on the top down, so obviously anything you show off, you'll be able
on
to
this
do.
flank here, the Abominant and his friends have moved up to take care of these bikes. Ideally, they should be able to do that in combat.
Nah.
The Goliath has just moved up to support. And then we have the Genestealers. So I spent a CP for a flat 6 advance. So they've moved 15 inches. And they're going to go for this guy, this Blade Champion, if I can.
Okay.
And hopefully kill him.
Nope.
And then over here, we've come out of the woodwork, loads of us. We're just going to storm this unit and then see whether you have the tools to deal with us in your next turn. Hopefully you don't. And then we can get some good stuff going. Kelemorph's moved up to fire some shots at some little dudes over here. And
There we have it.
yeah,
All right.
that's it really.
Let's fight.
Let's do some shooting.
Nah, don't worry about that. Psychic
So
first.
psychic's probably a good idea, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do some psychic first. So we've put a crossfire marker on this champion with the
Computer man.
computer man, because you can put it on any enemy unit on the battlefield.
Yeah.
The Nexus is really powerful in that regard.
Should we call him Steve Jobs?
Cool, so Steve Jobs has put a crossfire marker here.
Yeah.
It's Moss from the IT crowd.
Steve Jobs is also within 6 of a Primus, so can put his aura ability on a core unit.
Well, that's pretty good.
It's good, but it doesn't. These aren't core, so the Steelers and the Aberrants aren't core. So I guess I'll chuck it on that unit in that
Over
ruin,
in the
just
corner,
in case
yeah.
that happens.
Love it.
But he's got a 9-inch aura, so these are fine. Kelemorph moved up so he can pop shots. I think I've said that already. I just love the Kelemorph so much.
Pistol Pete is what he's known
Pistol
as on the
Pete.
channel.
The Magos is sort of in the middle ruin here, just so he can bounce buffs between the two flanks.
Yeah.
And the Patriarch rolled a 6 on his advance, and he's just come out to play.
Well, that
because
was convenient, wasn't it, Michael?
He's a real beefy boy.
Yeah.
And he's
Really
gonna,
good burger place in Hereford, by the way, the Beefy Boys. If you're ever in the area, check it out. We always go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hashtag
really
not
good.
sponsored.
Hashtag, but if they want to be, that'd be great.
If they could.
Especially for Ben Jones, he's all the time. Yeah. Right. Shooting phase then. Or psychic phase.
Yes, so we'll do some
cast
psychic.
it first.
So we're going to do the Fight Last power from my Patriarch.
Great.
And we're going to chuck that on... I don't know if I need it here, because 3 guys isn't really enough to
Mistake.
cause a huge issue. And because it lasts through a turn, it's quite nice to put somewhere else.
I think, yeah, probably putting it on another unit that I want to charge with is probably a better choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think what we'll do, I'll just check the Kelemorph's range, because I don't want to put it on a unit he's going to absolutely murk. So he can see the Guardians, the Wardens.
The Wardens, yeah.
Yeah, you know what, I'm just going to make sure. I'm just going to put it on the unit in front of me.
Yep.
Don't want to take any losses this turn.
Yep.
Going to go for it. It doesn't go off.
Oh,
Requires a 7.
after all that?
Yeah, after all that. Is it worth a CP? Probably. So we'll go for it.
Okay.
Goes off on a 10.
Yep.
And I'm down a CP to 8.
Very nice.
And then his other power is basically just... Oh,
Jake.
Did you rod?
did I rod? No, I didn't. So we'll go for a rod with this
corner.
unit in this corner here.
Yeah, you can't do that now because we're in psychic phase. So.
Well, you know what? You can have the game, Steve.
Play the game as is intended, as in do your rules at that time.
And then he's got like, he'll just smite, basically.
Love it. Go for it.
Cool. Then we have...
That didn't go off, guys.
We have the Magos. So the Magos, now it's quite interesting because you can give out an attack and there's a stratagem to give out a psychic buff to a unit anywhere on the board that it can be applied to, which is really nice. And I'm debating giving an extra attack to these Steelers. We'll start with the other power first,
Yeah, nice.
which is advance and charge on the Metamorphs.
Yep.
Because they did advance. It doesn't go off. That's fine. I'm going to leave that. Have
Yep.
a stratagem to advance and charge with them.
Okay, bit of a
So
redundancy built
That was
in.
exactly. And then we'll go for +1 attack, and we will do it on the Steelers, and I'll spend a CP in order to target them, even though they're not visible
Okay,
and they're not in
that's
range.
pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah. So that does go off.
And what does that do, sorry?
An extra attack
Okay, no,
on
extra
their
attack.
profile
Good.
each.
Just what I wanted to hear.
Just what you wanted to hear. And that is
Psychic phase?
Psychic Phase. I will slightly adjust the Majors because his buffs do actually need a line of sight. So in order to target the
Oh, I see.
Metamorphs,
I see.
he'd probably have to be on the edge of that ruin. So we'll just do that.
All right then.
Just to be
No problem, no problem.
fair.
Yep.
Yeah, shooting.
Let's do it.
Let's do some shooting. So obviously, I want to kick off with the Calibmorph, but
Pistol, Pete.
what we're going to do is we're going to fire all of the pistols from this unit
Yeah.
at the
Wardens.
The Wardens. Okay, because I'm hoping to get 5 hits and a crossfire marker.
Okay. So how many shots do you get?
So we get 6.
6 shots.
Yep.
You need 5 hits.
Yep.
What'd you hit on?
I got 5 hits. 4s. Cool, well, that was easy.
That was average.
Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah, I don't know what you're on about, mate.
Yeah.
Pistol Pete.
So,
Pistol Pete.
That wasn't even Pete. That was his friends in front.
So Pistol
Pistol
Pete's
Pete's
now going to shoot them.
That was Pierce and the other names of Pete that I can't think of right now. With
So
the pistols.
his weapon's heavy and he moved.
Great.
Because he's shooting a crossfire marker, he gets +1. So he's hitting on 2s now.
Isn't that only if you get the +1 if you're exposed?
+1 to wound is if you're exposed.
Oh,
So if you're crossfire and you're shooting at a target with a crossfire marker, you get +1 to hit,
wow.
provided you also have the crossfire keyword.
So
Which he
just
does.
+1 hit then?
So he's got +2. So he's hitting on 2s. He's just hit you there, Steve.
3 times.
And because he's hit you,
Yeah.
he gets to fire another 3 times.
Of course he does.
Oh, that's a shame.
What's the strength of this, by the way?
6.
So you'd be wounding me on 3s, right?
Yes.
What's the minus?
3.
And if you have much other shooting to do?
I've got the Rock Grinder,
Yeah.
which is probably going to be damage 3 in about 6 shots, but only hits on 4s.
Right, I'm going to probably transhume in here.
Okay.
I got the CPs to spend. Do I get it back on a 5? No.
It's not going to save you from Pistol Pete.
Wow, you're going to roll 1s and 2s.
I told you.
No, it didn't save me at all.
So that is 3 saves.
Minus-
-3.
So 4 up in buns.
4 up in guns.
Here we go. First one's okay. Second one's okay. Third one's okay.
Fine.
Fine.
I'll just put him in the bin, Steve.
Thank you. That'd be great. If you
Pistol Pete.
could. Did you spend all weekend painting him?
Yeah.
Well done.
Cool. So the Rock Grinder.
Back on the shelf.
Hashtag off the table.
The Rock Grinder is now going to shoot, and we'll spend a CP for Overload, which has been previewed. It's the +1 damage to an industrial ranged weapon.
Yeah.
Industrial.
I wasn't able to put anyone in the vehicle to use the demo charges, otherwise they'd be damage 3 as well.
Okay.
So sort of missed out there. But the seismic cannon
Yeah.
is going to fire 6 shots.
Yep.
Strength 6, AP 2, damage 3.
Nice. Where are you
But-
putting that?
That is going to go into, I think, the Wardens, 24-inch range. I
Great.
would put it into your guard,
Yep.
but the problem with that is AP2 is a 3-up save.
Yeah, so you're going on to
Your
the
shield.
Wardens, yeah.
Going on to the Wardens, I know they've got a feel no pain,
Yep.
but this is still more likely to go through them.
Yep, very nice.
So
4s?
4s, so 3 hits.
Yep, 3s.
There is a 1, so I'll take a mortal wound
Okay,
because of the stratagem, and that is 2 wounds, -2.
so looking for
4s again, yeah.
1 goes through.
About time,
Flea damage, yeah?
3 damage. Cool, he's dead. He's
That's
dead,
one,
Steve.
that's 1 dead. And then the second one.
Yeah.
Ooh. Do I really want 2 to die? No, I'll spend a CP on a reroll here, I think.
Oh, what a waste. Damn
Love
it.
it. So 1 Warden is gone.
I do have a heavy stubber. 2 wounds. Take that.
Oh,
Ha.
do I take it though? Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, take that heavy stubber wound.
Cool.
I think
That's ooh,
that is all of my shooting.
Nicole, don't laugh at me when I just knock all the terrain around like that.
So
He
we're
really
going
is
to
the
charge.
Emperor.
Charge phase.
We are going to charge.
Okay.
So we'll kick off with the most important one,
Yeah.
which is obviously the Steelers
Yeah.
into your Blade Champion.
Yeah. Go on then. 7.
That's a 7.
They're in.
Good old Jean and her Steelers.
Now, you could have used a Tanglefoot grenade.
Oh, that would have been good, wouldn't it?
but with a 7,
Yeah. And also,
you only
I
need
mean,
a 3.
you're within 4 inches,
Yeah.
so you only need a 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we're going to go 7.
Mm-hmm.
And the aim here, obviously, is to remove the banner.
Yep.
If we kill you, that is.
Yep.
So we're not obsec. And also,
It's nice.
yeah, and what we're also going to do is avoid any heroic intervention.
So be outside of 3 from
Yeah.
my unit of wardens there.
Yeah, which that should do comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
The acolytes with the drills are going to go into that unit in front of us.
Yep. They're in on a 12.
They are definitely going to go in.
Nice.
Bam, 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 bam. Just going to be...
Get some sick close-up shots.
We
Yeah.
are indeed.
Nice.
We've also had a lot of very generous super chats.
Oh.
We'll mention those, obviously.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
The metamorphs,
Yeah.
I'll have to spend a CP so they can advance and charge.
Okay. Down to 5.
Down to 5, you can see how CP hungry Cult are.
They're hungry, these
Like,
chaps.
people are talking about running the triple patrol to get more characters and
Nah,
patriarch stuff,
you,
but
no.
you really need that CP.
Just go.
So they get 3, which is thankfully good enough.
Yeah.
What I was really hoping for is a big one from them so they could filter through the hole
Yeah.
and then stand in the way.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going to have to hope that they can do that with their consolidation move.
Yep. When do I use Tanglefoot? When you declare the charge?
Yes.
Let's have a little look.
You're more than welcome to do it retrospectively.
Might want to Tanglefoot that Patriarch, you see.
Well, I can tell you now, he's actually just going to go into the unit in front of him.
Oh, okay.
He's not going to try any long bomb charges.
Well, have a look at look. Is it the start of your opponent's? Is it been the start of the movement or charge phase?
Okay,
Yeah.
right, so you did
Carry
do
on.
it straight away. That's quite interesting then.
Yeah.
So the Patriarch just into the guys in front of him.
Yep. These in.
He's in. There you go. And then the Abominant. Yeah, the Abominant's going to go into your 3 bikes.
Now, my Overwatch,
Oh, spicy.
because if one goes,
Do you have a 4-up invuln?
you've got a 4-up invuln,
And -1 damage,
and how many wounds?
and a 5-up Feel No Pain, and
Wow.
6 wounds.
So I
I
need
can also, once per game, auto-pass the invuln save.
that is nice, isn't it?
He's very hard to kill.
When it's 1 CP, do I really need it? It'd be nice just for you to get rid of that once per game ability. Can he pass off wounds to his friends?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then no.
He's a
Probably won't bother.
They
I
don't have
probably
friends,
wouldn't.
they have
Yeah, because then
subjects.
obviously you'd lose an
You'd lose
yeah.
a model.
Yeah.
So each time you pass a wound off, it takes a model off.
I won't bother them. Cool.
Okay. Mr. Aberrant is in just about. I'll just roll the other one as well.
Yeah.
So that's the Aberrant, and then the vehicle. Cool. So the vehicle moves slightly less. And then we'll just see if there's any.
Touching him in onto the.
Just touch him in.
Yeah.
Just going to surround the Abominant. Oh, I should mention the Biophagus has an alchemical familiar.
Yep.
He's just gone and stuck 5-up Feel No Pain on the Aberrants.
Very
And he
nice.
can do that 18 inches away. He does an action in the movement phase, finishes at the shooting phase, provided they're still within range.
Yeah.
So they've got a 5-up Feel No Pain, which is quite nice.
Cool.
I think that is everything.
Yep. And you did mention about being outside of. You want to be outside of 6 from Trajan from his heroic intervention.
Well, it's interesting because I could smack Trajan in the face if he came
You could.
over. We're damaged 3.
Yeah.
So I think if you want Trajan to go in there and get smacked in the face,
It could be fun, couldn't it?
could be fun. But then I've spread my models out, haven't I? We'll say for the sake of it, I have done that.
You
So-
okay? Just back a bit, so I can't.
Back a bit,
heroic
a little bit.
intervene. Now I've got. Is that everything?
Yeah. So you've got a stratagem to heroically intervene with
A unit.
a unit, but it's still only 3, isn't it?
It's only 3 inches, yeah.
Um,
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Or a character could do 6.
Correct, yeah. But obviously, you've already tagged this guy.
Yeah.
You've already tagged this one.
Yeah.
But I've got Trixie.
You do have Trixie.
Now I've got this is a once per game ability. And I should have probably left an OBSEC unit back here. A unit of Battle Sisters would have been real nice at this stage. So I can heroically intervene anywhere on the table
Yeah.
within 3 inches of one of my units.
Yeah.
Okay. Providing I end in engagement range. So I can put Trixie over here within 3 of my bike.
Yeah.
So you could fight the Aberrants. Or I could come within 3 of your Genestealers.
You could, yeah.
And I think I'm going to have to do it.
Okay.
Because I need to keep this objective to keep the banner.
Yeah.
It's not ideal because literally I'm using this once per game ability to get me here. But
I actually think, Steve, you're probably within 6.
they can't heroically intervene 6 anyway.
Well, he's a character, is
Of
he
course
not?
he can.
And then
Oh,
you
of
could spend a
course.
CP.
Of course, yeah.
And
Right.
there's no way I don't think I could have avoided
Good. I'll do
being
that.
within 6.
I will absolutely do that, yes.
Because-
Because if
yeah.
I already have the heroic intervention keyword,
Yeah.
he can then just nip into there, like so.
Cool.
Yeah. So again, getting within 3 of that
Mhm.
objective, and then well, he can be literally there to get within 3 of that objective like that.
All right.
So that's going to cost me a CP. Thanks for reminding me of the strat. I
That's
wanted
all
to
right,
show off
yeah.
Trixie, but I can show him off later,
You show-
probably in a better position.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very strong being able to teleport just anywhere.
It
into
is
combat,
good.
especially with a beast like that.
Yeah.
And he's got Unstoppable Destroyer as well, hasn't he?
Yes, so he can go any direction with
Yeah.
his pile-ins.
Really, really
Yeah.
nice. Especially because he's obsec and 2 models. Like
Yeah.
you could catch someone off guard and take
Yeah.
an objective.
But it's that champion you're worried about, isn't it?
Yes.
He's a beast.
Okay. So
What are you going
in that
first?
light, I'm actually going to go here first.
Yeah, makes
Because
sense.
otherwise you'll interrupt.
Yeah,
You've got a cheeky stratagem when you're near an objective.
yeah.
And I don't think those 3 bikes in combat can really do a lot of damage to
Do-
what they're fighting.
No, I agree
Um,
with you.
So yeah, we're going to go here.
Yep.
I've got to decide what I need to kill here. And defensively, they're both quite similar, aren't they?
Yep, that's it.
But
So,
the champion can't be hit on a 1, 2, or 3.
correct. And the other guy gets an extra toughness or something. We're going to check because of this strat.
Okay.
So I'll look that up while you do your pile-ins, then you can decide on who you're going to fight and to where.
Mm-hmm.
He's +1 toughness.
+1 toughness. So toughness 6.
Yeah, he's a tough boy.
Wow. Okay.
Steve,
Yes.
can I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as it's about Warhammer or nothing rude. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that gets rid of the other question. So, the artist formerly known as Roy Keane,
Yeah.
Trixie.
Yeah.
There's a point in the chat that someone asked about the Praetorian Plate. Because it doesn't count as heroic intervention, could you technically just use it so then you can't be targeted? Because it's not heroic intervention, it just says you do it in the heroic intervention step.
Oh, because of the whole.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you
Just
mean.
lots of people were talking about it in the chat, so I thought, why don't we just nip it in the bud right now and just see what you think on the matter? Because you could obviously technically use it so then those Genestealers can't target Trixie.
I think that is probably taking it out of
Its intention.
its intention.
Yeah.
So what we're going to call that...
So basically what it stops by having that wording there to say that it cannot perform a heroic intervention, basically means what you could do, especially if you've got like a long old heroic intervention, I could have popped over here, say, and because I can go in any direction, maybe zip over here, and it's not really, that's what it stops.
Yeah.
So I have to land and stay.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting wording actually because you can't heroically intervene if you're in engagement range.
Correct.
So yeah, but we would assume it is in place of a heroic intervention.
Yeah.
That he does it.
Yeah, we're going off assumption there.
Cool.
And I think that probably feels the fairer way to do it.
Yeah, and regardless, I'm probably not actually going to strike him.
Okay.
So Genestealers are base toughness, strength 4.
Yep.
They become strength 5 with Twisted Helix. There's no point putting my attacks into a toughness 6 model.
3 or 5.
I'd rather take the hit and only hit on 4s.
Yep.
And try and bring this champion down.
Okay.
So we're going to put that in the category of probably going to get an FAQ.
Yeah.
So that's what we can call that one. So
So I'm going to pop my once per game 3 up in bun.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. This is
Obviously,
probably the correct time to do it.
The time to do it.
So we have 40 attacks.
Now, do you have any re-rolls?
No.
Okay, so no real point kind of turning those off. You're winning me on 4s anyway, so the transhuman, no real
Yep.
point in playing. Yeah. How many attacks you getting?
40
Great.
total.
Great. So that's
Yeah.
20 hits.
Well, Steve, we'll see. Okay, you're probably a little high with the 20. What have we got so far? Oh,
Steve
that's
has
10.
never been
That's
high.
10.
Should we just call it 20? Then
No, I'm going to roll it, mate.
Okay,
We're gonna roll
sorry,
it.
chat. We'll just be.
Look,
if you've got
I've
something to
paid-
be, guys, make a cup of tea.
See? It was worth it, wasn't it?
Wow.
I've rolled like a god.
Brilliant. Just what you always want, a nice balanced stream game to show everything off exactly how you know.
Look, after that
you
Chaos
carry on.
Knights debacle, I think this is okay. Right, so,
So-
4s.
4s now.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good roll.
That was a
It's a good roll there, mate.
excessively good roll.
Well,
All of those saves, please.
at minus.
At -3.
A -3?
Mm-hmm.
So straight on my invuns then.
Straight on your invuns.
A
It is
3
a
up.
3-up invun though.
Damage?
This might save him. Damage 1. Good start.
What a
Okay.
baller.
See, there's a magic. When you roll the amount
Less
of dice,
Yeah.
the amount of dice the same as your invun. But a 4-up, you've got to roll.
Okay.
Take 2 wounds.
That was oppressive.
So it's great to see everything that's intended on the balance in game.
So he's now got, because you get an extra wound because of my relic,
Sure.
he's now done a 6 wounds.
Just 6.
Just the 6 left, actually.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was great. So, would you like to heroically intervene with the bikes?
Interrupt.
Interrupt,
Yeah, I'm going to
yeah.
do that and it cost me a CP.
Yes.
Do I get my CP back?
Um,
And earlier
Yeah.
I spent a CP that I didn't roll for.
you
either.
don't have to be infantry in order to do that.
Ooh.
That's just
I think
Custodes
it's just
core.
Custodes unit, I think on an
On an objective, 1 CP interrupt.
Yeah.
What ballers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2 interrupts you can have in a turn,
It's
which
very
is
nice.
incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
On top of a fight last as well.
Yeah.
Well, look, we'll go for it, and if I
Sure.
find it in whatever, I'll just take another CP off. All right.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is though, because this is the only place I can.
Well, I'm happy to look while you roll your dice.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cool.
So I'm just going to do my pile in.
Yeah, Adeptus Custodes unit.
Very
Could
nice.
even do it on any Forge World unit or a Dreadnought.
Okay. So these guys stay within 6 of my banner, so they're getting 4 base
Mm-hmm.
plus 1.
Okay.
Do I get my plus 1 to wound if you charge me?
I do not believe so with
Shame.
the biker interceptor lances.
Shame.
Well, I'm okay with it, if I'm honest, Steve, after what just happened.
Is it like a was
Oh,
charge?
no, you didn't heroically intervene. So charge move or heroic intervention.
So you have to basically move to
You
get
have
that.
to move, yeah.
I knew there was some other wording, and it was just the heroic intervention, but not. Some were like you
Yeah.
are were charged, was charged, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm going to put all of these attacks
Mm-hmm.
probably just onto the. I'm only damage 2. That's the problem. I'm probably just going to
Yes.
get rid of Aberrants because they don't have the in-button save.
No, but they do have a 5 foot of pain.
Yeah, but he's got a 5+ fill.
A
Furnace
4 up
Pain.
and a 5 foot of pain.
Yeah, so I'm better off just going into Aberrants, I think.
Yeah.
And I hit on 2s,
Mm-hmm.
so they'll hit. And then I'm wounding on 3s.
3s, yeah.
I mean, even the +1 to wound wouldn't have even affected anyway, right?
No.
Because of
Oh,
obviously.
that's a good point. I could transhuman. Probably wouldn't though, because you're only 1 damage.
Yeah. Probably survivable enough anyway, aren't you? And you've got the mini transhuman built in, haven't you? So yeah.
So, these go straight through.
Yep, single damage. So you've got 5
Fire
up
from
for
pain.
pains.
Did all right out of that. Lose
Very,
1 and a bit.
that was a very good roll.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Not quite as good as the Blade Champion, but
Well, your name's not Roy Keane.
no, this is true. So one of them dies, and then we're going to smack you back in the face.
Cool.
So we will go for, it doesn't matter now because they're fight last, the Abominant.
Okay.
So he can do 1 reroll of a hit or a wound.
Right.
He gives 4 rerolls to the Aberrants.
Right.
There's also reroll 1s over here,
Yeah.
reroll wounds on the Patriarch. So reroll 1s to hit and wound with one of these squads.
So I'm going to spend a CP to make that unit
Yes,
transhuman.
transhuman. Okay.
Then I'm going to turn off rerolls as well. So
Okay.
I'm spending 2 stratagems. Do I get any back? No, I don't. Come on, Trajan, 1 job. Give me my CP.
These
back.
defensive buffs are pretty strong, Steve.
Yeah. Bet you're glad I'm not Shadow Keepers, right?
Yeah, well, the Abominant's going to kill all of you anyway. He hits you twice, because he doesn't hit on a 2. Not really sure why. And I can't reroll anything.
No.
So this is 4s. That is 1 wound, Steve.
4 up, yeah?
Yep.
It's okay.
Cool. And then the Aberrants are going to hit
The
you.
abominations that are the Aberrants.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that is that many attacks.
Yeah.
Hitting you on a 3.
Okay, that's good.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Wounding you on a 4. Just the 2 wounds. Cool. 3 damage.
2 wounds left. I'll put it onto that model there.
And then we have the truck.
Okay.
So this is 8 attacks,
Yep.
hitting on 3s,
Yep.
wounding on 4s. So 3 more at -2,
What's the damage on this one?
2 each. Could kill that bike.
kill it.
Ideally, it would be nice to kill at least one of those bikes. Does kill the
Ooh,
bike.
That is a shame. So I can't even CP reroll it, you see.
Boo-hoo.
So what's the damage earlier?
3, it was 3 earlier.
And I'm 5 wounds, aren't I?
You are, yes.
Yeah, so I did that correctly. So even if I CP reroll that one, I'm still
You
dead.
still do lose 1 bike.
Yeah, so
yes.
I won't bother with the CP reroll. I'll save my CPs and I'll just remove that bike.
Yep, and it is damage 2, so the next one will be down to 3.
3, not 4, yeah.
Yeah.
They're toughness 6, 5 wounds, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Cool. I
Cool.
mean, that's still a 90... Oh, broken. Still a 90-point model that you've took off the table there.
Yeah.
And that is the thing, when you lose something, it is a big old loss in the Custode army.
Mm-hmm.
Do they get feel no pain, or is that just the wardens?
Unfortunately not.
Oh,
Just the wardens, actually.
Right.
that's all right
So we're going to fight this next unit.
Do you want to go with the Patriarch first?
So I'm actually going to go with the Metamorphs first,
Okay.
because I want the movement. There's 9 of them. They're 3 attacks each.
Yep.
So we're just going to get a bunch of dice.
Because I'm pretty happy to say these guys are dead.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, the Metamorphs probably will kill them.
Well, let's show what the Metamorphs can do, and if you
Yeah,
haven't quite
sounds
killed
good.
him, I'll pick him up.
So
Alright?
I'm just going to do, how many is this? That's 18, so that's 6 of them.
So this is 6 of the...
This is 6 of the guys,
Of how many? 9.
of 9. Yeah.
No, okay.
6 of 9.
Yep.
6 is explode,
Okay.
and we reroll 1s.
Yep.
So I'm just going to chuck in
6 more.
6 more.
Yep. You'd have another 3 after this, yep.
Yeah, another 3 guys, including the sergeant.
Strength.
This is strength 6,
Strong. So
so
3s.
3s.
Yep. They are strong, literally.
That was
Strong.
quite good.
That was a very good roll there, mate. And minus?
-3.
Minus 3.
Yeah,
so
-3.
if I go with my shield first,
It's the same.
same thing anyway. So all 4 ups, they're dead. Cool.
Yeah, they're dead. Excellent.
Metamorphs are punchy, aren't
Metamorphs are very good.
they? Yep.
And in fact, I painted 5 up this weekend just for this.
Don't blame you.
So our pile-in, take us there,
Yep.
and then
You consolidate, yeah.
consolidate.
Yeah.
Will
That's
take
your
us a bit
consolidation.
further. So the pile-in,
That
2
would-
could go through the gap,
Okay.
and then 3 inches.
Okay.
So we're basically just taking the objective.
Yeah, no problem. Because I've only got 4 models on there.
Yeah, and then these guys go 3 like that. We will move
Do you have my Codex back? Thank you.
the Patriarch. So we'll move the Patriarch over here. And then the other guys, well, we might as well move a little
Who do we
bit
give
further forward.
Misericordias to? My Wardens.
Yes, all your Wardens have Misericordias,
Cool. They're not
and
combat.
your Terminator guy has one too.
Oh, what, Trixie?
Yeah.
Sweet. So, is all my attacks now over here, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'll go first with the Blade Champion, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I'll go first with Trixie, may as well, because I've got him in my hand. He gets 6 regular attacks.
Yep.
He's obviously got a, what have we got? We've given him axe there, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we'll roll. So, no rerolls for him, unfortunately. So 4 hits. And that is only 2 wounds. Only 2 wounds on
Just
those.
the 2 wounds. Ooh,
On the Genestealer. Did you get an
move
inbun
this way
save?
Slightly. Yeah, 4 up. 2 wounds.
2 dead.
Okay. No
Then he's got his
inbun saves for us.
Misericordia. He hits. He wounds.
You didn't wound on 2s with your axe, did you?
No, I wound on 3s.
So that's 3 dead,
Yep. And then my Blade Champ.
and your blade
We'll
jump.
go for the Hurricanes or Hurricanus.
Yeah.
She's going to get 12 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he's going to get. Two miss. And then we're going to go for the 6s do mortals. Only rolled the 1. Bit of a rubbish
Ouch.
roll, that.
So 1 mortal and 4 saves.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Well, I failed the last 3 saves,
Yeah, I hope you failed all these then.
so hopefully. Oh my god. So 7 dead. There's 1 left.
Yep.
And you know what?
And then the mortal wound. Oh, you include that
Yeah,
one?
that was including the mortal wound. So
Yeah.
yeah, cool.
So how many was in the unit?
8.
8, okay. Nice.
That was shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
He needs a morale
he
check.
needs some morale. You can fall back and charge, can't you?
Yeah, I can.
So there's no point keeping him alive.
I can pile in. Because I've already got the objective, haven't I? So you can pile in any
So
direction.
technically, Steve, he
yeah.
couldn't
Of
pile in.
course, because I
Yeah.
fought first. Yeah, you're right. Yes,
Yeah,
because then I
the
just
other
went
guy
with the
killed
blade
him.
champ. He went next. Correct.
Absolutely, yeah. Morale. He might actually be okay with that, because that's what, total of 9?
Yeah.
So I think Genestealers might actually be leadership 9. They are leadership 9, so he's fine. He'll stick around and be a nuisance.
Cool.
Okay, well, that's the end of my turn. Nowhere near as good as I was hoping it'd be.
Still, I don't know. Killed 150 point unit, 250 points you killed, plus another warden. That's like 300 points my army killed.
Yeah, I was hoping the shooting would do a bit more.
Yeah.
And I was hoping to kill that blade champion, but your 3-up saves were
But that
insane.
that is the gone thing. That
It is
done
gone now,
now,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, well, end of my turn. I'm going to get a point for having more models in no man's land than you. I'm going to assume with the 20 over here,
Yeah.
and that's probably enough for the midboard.
Because I only count for holding objectives and but not
yes.
how many actual models I have.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, it might be a little bit closer.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So we'll get 2 points for Broodswarm, I think it's called. We've done a rod,
Yep.
and no prisoners. I'm sure Paddy can count up.
We can total that one at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do that one at the very end. Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
So start of my turn.
There is a petition as well, real quick, to change the character's name Pistol Pete to Pistol Paddy.
Pistol Paddy.
So-
I'm up for it. Yeah.
So
Yeah, all right.
I personally want that.
I also want that.
So you're going to get 10 primary.
I'm gonna get 10 primary.
Yep.
Oh no. Because we hold
Yeah, 'cause we
3
hold
each.
3 each, yeah.
We hold 3 each. And then I get 2 for banners as well, so you can put those points on for me.
Nice one. Right, so gonna go into the movement phase now. You alright with that? Because we got lot of super chats and
Brilliant.
stuff.
Fantastic.
Cool. Obviously we'll be asking you a few questions, but for the moment, mute, top down.
We're back in.
Hello, Pistol Paddy.
How's it going?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm good, mate. Should we get into some super chats?
Yeah.
So let's start off with Brett Kitchen, who's been a member for 4 months. And a very quick question, Steve. Emperor's Chosen or Solar Watch?
Oh, that's a tough one.
There's also a third answer.
It's literally a toss. You could go right 1-2 Emperor's Chosen, 3-4 Shadow Keepers, 5-6 Solar Watch. I think they're all viable. But I've even been looking at the others. I just think there's the great thing about this Custode army is that depending on how the meta adapts, I think this book's got some real staying power.
Yeah.
It's a book I've had so much fun with. I really have. Yeah. I mean, I'm genuinely in love with the army at the moment. So it's really hard for me to pick. Yeah, really hard for me to pick.
Not a direct answer, but an indirect answer. They're all pretty good.
Yeah, they're all strong in different ways and different reasons.
Let's take the Solar Chosen.
The Chosen Watch.
Yeah.
Another £10 super chat from Stephen with some excellent parenting here. 20-year hiatus since I played 40k. My twin boys got some Space Marines and Necrons plus more models coming. I want to crush them with no mercy. Would love if I could hear a top tip for a Chaos Space Marine army at 1,000-point level.
Before we go any further, Steph's actually my boss at work. So whatever you say, make sure it's good. Otherwise, I'm going to get a grilling.
You'll have the same level of mercy at work.
Oh, trust me, he has no mercy at work. So.
Well, I'm going to let Michael answer that while I do my stuff.
Yeah, so if you're going Chaos, you probably want to lean heavily on combat. They can get exploding 6s against any target. If you can take an icon of excess on a Slanesh unit, you can get exploding 5s in combat. I would say, yeah, load up on the combat because it's very strong for Chaos Space Marines at the moment, but yeah.
There we are. Lots of attacks to get even more attacks.
Yeah, try and take small units to trade, I would say, because Chaos Space Marines only have 1 wound currently. Yeah.
Happy days. Brett Kitchen has super chatted $49.99 US, like an absolute champion. He says that he likes the Emperor's Chosen for the flexibility in host and reroll, but moving and fighting everywhere is really hard to pass up.
Having you've just seen the bikes being able to fall back in charge now. Oh, what a strength that is.
Yeah.
Really is. So it's so hard to kind of pass that up, really. I realise I can't fall back and shoot and fall back and charge. So
£5 from Depths Walker saying, I like the new graphical layout. Thank you very much. But it does miss the turn and CP tracker aspect from the old display, and assuming that's being worked on.
Find these little things that we can plug in. So
fine tuning, guys, with the move to the new studio. Absolutely.
That's the thing. Every stream will be a learning experience. So obviously, the more you guys leave your feedback and obviously all that, then the more that obviously we'll be able to update it and smash that.
That can take your
and then
another one from Harry Lane, 449. Which do you think is stronger in melee? Twisted Helix Genestealer Cult or Goth Orcs? I can't decide what I want to take to my next tournament.
Oh, that's a very interesting question. So I think Goth Orcs don't quite have the damage output, but they do have a lot of attacks. I would say Twisted Helix Cult, because not only do you get a lot of attacks, you get a lot of AP, whereas Orcs tend to be limited to -1 AP on a lot of their boys, whereas the Cult can throw out a lot of AP, and realistically they're about as resilient as Orcs. So yeah, I'd say Twisted Helix Cult, actually, yeah.
I like it.
Amazing. $5 from Mr. Kerry K with some absolutely brilliant competitive advice. Come on, guys, why not play an S or R tier army like Necrons? Lol, keep up the great work.
Well, Necrons are quite good.
yeah,
With the new core changes, they can be a little intimidating. Lots of Wraiths and Destroyers with core now. Very fast, durable units that kill a lot of things in combat. So don't give up on the Necrons too quickly. They might surprise you.
$8.99 from Whitesland. This is for you, Michael. Heavy or normal melter rifles for my Deathwatch Eradicators?
Well, I'm going to lay it on a bit hard here. Don't bother with the Eradicators. I'll be honest. Don't bother with them. If you're taking them as part of a kill team, issue is that the whole kill team has to shoot one target for total obliteration. I actually think there are better tools in the Deathwatch army for dealing with vehicles and having high damage. Personally, I'm a big fan of combat and Thunderhammers. Quite a big fan of Thunderhammers, actually. But if you're running, running them, then I would say probably the Assault variant. If you don't have built-in rerolls, then yeah, run the ones where you can hit on a 3 if you move. And that does give you the option, if you do advance, to shoot as well, even though you get less shots. So I would say the Assault variant is probably a better choice.
There we are. Thanks very much.
There we go. Right, and is that all the super chats?
It is. It is.
Well, thank you guys so much, and as obviously as we always say, all of your support in terms of super chats and memberships all go towards making the best content that we can for you guys.
It keeps all of these very impressive lights on.
It keeps the lights on, and it keeps Michael fed, and Steve's protein all sorted. So, obviously, going on to the game, that was quite a big turn from old Michael Costello, my personal hero of Warhammer. So, what did you think of that? Obviously, he's pushed quite hard on that left flank, as you can see with all those bodies on that objective. So, Steve's going to have to do a real bit of work right now.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's reinforcing what he did at the start of the game with reducing and demolishing that building.
Yes. Which
don't want to waste that. So absolutely push up on the left and make Steve play to the game that Mike wants to play.
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously on that, but then on the contrary to that right-hand side, obviously, he did put a few things there, but I think it's fair to say that, I don't think it's unfair to say, that I don't think that right-hand side is going to last much longer past this term.
That was a pretty big golden blob to bounce into.
Yeah. And then obviously, talk about that whole, that Blade Champion, obviously Bostal is involved. That was quite a nice one. Because obviously, like Michael said, he would have really liked to have killed that guy. And then that didn't happen, obviously. And then you've had the Terminator Man, AK Trixie and Roy Keane. The artist formerly known as Roy Keane and Roy Keane have all...
Both Roy Keanes.
Yeah, gone in for their dirty challenges.
Well, that Blade Champion just living up to his reputation as a bit of a blender.
Yeah, he is awesome. I know Steve has said, obviously, he does like having multiple Blade Champions. Obviously, if that becomes a prospect, that would be quite awesome.
Yeah, you can see why. But that once per game 3-up invuln coming in clutch there. After all that talk we did about how good Genestealers are now.
Yeah, and then they were like, bang, 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 no. So yeah, so obviously that's quite interesting. So obviously in the chat, let me know, guys, obviously who you're rooting for now, seeing the sort of table layout and what you think is going to happen. I know Matt Chin, who's just joined, one of our academy coaches, is rooting for the Custodes, so it'll be interesting. So let me know, guys, if you're team Genestealers or team Custodians.
Yeah, which emperor do you prefer, 2 or 3 arms?
Yeah, the standard 2 arms or the 4 arms, or if you don't like the emperor, because then there's also that. So yeah, so obviously that's good. And yeah, are you done?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, let's go back to the table and see what Steve has done.
Okay, so basically what I've done here is I've just moved everything over. I've moved into the katana where I can double shoot. With my Alluric weapons, which is basically, for everyone to really know, that's your swords, your axes, and your spears. Not your blasters, like the Terminators have. I've fallen back with the bikes, they're going to charge. You've got a unit up against the wall, I'll probably take advantage of taking those. And then sort of moved everything around, fallen back, because I can obviously fall back in charge with that guy. Haven't needed to put the advance in charge on anyone, so because I haven't advanced. So yeah, just going to be now a case of seeing how much I can kill this turn, really, from shooting. Ideally want to kill these aberrants, and then just put myself in a sort of stronger position then for, but I'm just going to keep old what's-his-face, Trajan, just away from the wall a little bit there on that objective. But yeah, and then hopefully shoot off the hybrids because they fight in death, and then charge onto the acolytes. Yeah, that's the goal. Because I know you can interrupt somewhere, and that's what we're going to do. Cool. So let's see what I can do. I've kept this guy within 18 of those aberrants as well, so he can just have some shots at them too with his. So just making use of those guys, and Trixie back here getting in range of those hybrids, because obviously you're over 6. I can take advantage of that blast keyword. Yep. Banner just pushing forward for some extra attacks as well. Okay, shooting phase.
Yep, let's go.
Oh, those close-up cams looking, by the way.
Everyone is loving them. We've had some bikes, we've had some trucks. We've had Roy and Trixie. So
we had some Genestealers.
We also had some Genestealers and some
just
aberrants.
rubbing it into Michael over there, the poor lad.
That's right.
Right, I'm going to start off with the units that have the least amount of options. So I'm going to start here with my standalone Terminator.
And you can shoot twice if you made a normal move.
Correct. Okay. I haven't advanced anywhere.
All right.
So we're just normal moving. Cool. So over here then, Teddy the Terminator. You've got 1 guy on a wound, haven't you? Is that correct?
Yes.
So it doesn't really matter what I go with at this stage.
-1 damage, so.
I'm going to go first of all with the spear. 2 shots. Because obviously you're just double shooting now, and you can't take me out of range.
This is his grenade launcher you're trying to fire here?
It does matter, yeah, because you'd have to remove that model, and that guy's within 18. So the normal shots.
Right,
first.
okay, so this is the spear?
This is the spear,
yep, cool.
2 shots, 2 hits, and then we're looking for 1 wound.
Cool.
Teeth
goes
through? 4 or 5?
5.
Oh, in that case,
so that wouldn't
I would not have wounded. No. 1 shot from the launcher. That misses.
Excellent.
Well done, Teddy.
I like how this is going.
Over here then, we'll go with this unit with their spears. I'll just double shoot them now.
Yep.
You can't take them out of range of 12. 3 hits.
Cool. And then 5s.
And then 5s.
Excellent.
Nothing. Next unit of Guardians, they'll do exactly the same into those aberrants. So it's going to be 6 shots from the... This unit will get rerolls from Trajan. 1 missed. And then 5s again.
Oh.
And he can reroll a wound because of Trajan. So that's 4 wounds on those aberrants there, -1.
Cheeky. I save 1 of them because they've got a 5-up save. Okay. And then a 5-up Film of Pain, so make 1. So he dies and a wound.
Yep. Then the next unit of Guardians there will do exactly the same. So you've lost 1 model, one's taken
Lost
a
1,
wound,
yeah, I'm keeping track here.
Sweet. And then looking for
wounds.
5s. Wow, terrible.
Cool.
The grenade launch is now from the Terminators.
It's a lot of shots.
Can't double shoot this, unfortunately, because it's not an Uric weapon.
Trajan's so good for those rerolls.
Yeah, an absolute monster at the force
Wow.
multipliers. This is strength 5.
This forced wound.
Yeah, it's nice that. Yeah.
That was horrible.
Yeah. Well, I had a bit of a rubbish one on the other roll, so hopefully it's.
So it's
don't-
AP1.
No, it's not. This is AP3.
Oh, this is AP3?
Yeah, so just straight
Okay.
onto your 5-ups.
So that's 2 more dead. There's 1 left with 3 wounds.
How many wounds each?
3 each.
3 each.
Yeah. And
pretty
they're minus 1 damage. So
That's pretty good now, actually, isn't it?
yeah, they're all right.
Trajan's going to go next. And he can double tap, so he's going to get. Did I do that correctly earlier? 2, 4. I don't think I rolled enough dice. Anyway, definitely didn't roll enough dice. Because if it's rapid fire 1, normally get 2 shots and I can double fire.
Yep.
So I definitely didn't roll enough shots earlier. 2 from him. I believe his is a little bit better. We'll see. Minus 1.
Okay, so I failed my saves,
Yeah.
and then my feel no pain. Make none of those either. So there's a guy left with 1 wound.
Okay, cool. And then we'll go with the banner. He's going to get 4 shots.
Okay.
Oh, I need to do the axes as well from the spears from the boys.
Do you want to do them first? Because you'll probably kill the unit with them.
It's fine. It's only 1 banner man.
Okay.
It's all good.
Steve,
Yep.
just as a quick one, it doesn't
Does he
matter
get-
right now. However, the monitor just told me here
Yeah.
that it may shut off in 5 minutes
So
if I
there's a
don't
little
press any
button underneath the
buttons.
screen. Just give it a little wiggle or something.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
see if that works. If it doesn't, you may. I'll
Did
let
it
you
go
know.
away, the notice?
Well, that went anyway, but
Okay.
sometimes it does that.
Cool, I saved that.
He survived.
So you-
And then I'll do the
do
Uric
the
weapons
Terminators.
here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's obviously the standard shooting. And then
And
1,
then 8 more, yeah.
2, 3, 1 more.
Cool.
I completely forgot about the rapid fire and then the double shots.
Yeah.
So I've only rolled half as
This
many
is
shots as you should.
5s,
This
but you've
is-
rolled pretty well.
Terribly well, some would say. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So hopefully that last guy's dead.
Minus 1, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Cool.
think he's gone.
I think we're fine. Oh, he's dead. They're all dead.
All the
They're all
arrows are
dead,
gone.
Jim.
Okay.
They tried.
That's that. So then over here, I'll make sure I remember all the shots now. I'll do this correctly. So I'm going to start off with the hybrid units. I've got a few models within.
So,
1 model within
who's
12.
within 12?
All of these 3.
All 3 of
That
those are
guy
within
there,
12. Okay. Because there is a strat to stop you from shooting me outside of 12.
Oh, okay.
I can't use it
You
because
could
you're
use
within
it on
12.
Teddy. That's the only person.
Well, it's not worth 2 CP
Okay.
for just 1 guy. So.
So these guys get basically 6 shots base, and then they're going to get another 6 shots.
Yeah.
And a reroll and 1s to hit. Oh. And then we're looking for 3s.
While you're rolling dice, Steve,
It's 4s with toughness 4.
Hybrids are T4.
Yeah. It's just the 4.
That's good.
Steve,
Yes, mate.
while you're rolling dice, just to let you know, we have 400 people watching right now.
That's awesome.
How
So
sick's
4
that? So
dead.
remember, guys, if you like what's going on, click the like
Subscribe.
button
Yeah.
and subscribe to the channel. And that supports us in so many ways. We're nearly at 30,000 subscribers.
Yes, it'd be great to get over that, wouldn't it, at the end of this stream?
Yeah.
Or battle report. But next week, we're going to see the Genestealer cult again, aren't we?
Yes.
Into the Grey Knights. You're back on the Grey Knights. Now remember, Monday nights at 7 o'clock, we are live every single week, with the exception of, unfortunately, the following 2 weekends due to me being away at the Las Vegas Open.
But you might do a live update or something.
Yeah, I'll do a live. I'll see if I can do some live content while I'm away.
Yeah.
It depends on how jet lagged I am.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then when I'll be back, hopefully some more Custodes content.
Yeah.
And
You could do Custodes maybe versus Paddy's Thousand Sons or Blood Angels. That could be quite cool.
well, surely it's Custodes T-Sons.
Yeah.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
It's got to
Magnus
be.
versus his dad.
Prospero all over again.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Yeah, so obviously, if you guys would like that, click the like button. If you've already clicked the like button, as someone's
So I've
just told
taken
me,
them out of line.
click
of
it
sight.
harder.
Sorry.
Don't click dislike.
Just crossed the 200,
These guys?
200 like
On
mark,
your
so
left now?
thanks very much, guys.
Okay.
6.
Stop
6,
pounding you. I can't.
So next unit now of so I've killed. How many guys did you said left?
3. You killed 3, so there's 6 left.
So okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 12 shots now from the other unit over
Yep.
there. No rerolls for this unit, sadly.
Good.
So no reroll. Oh god, that was
Yeah.
quite a.
Get those ones out of here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I had a terrible roll earlier. So
Come on, lads. Okay.
I don't want them hybrids
They're all
killing me
dead
on
now.
death. All the hybrids are gone.
You've killed them all.
Right.
You've ruined my fun.
Sorry.
Wow, you've really ruined my holiday.
So Teddy is going to shoot his gun at this lone squiggly man.
Wow, rude.
Because you went for Retrieve Octaris Data, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
So you could just rod him with him if I
I
wasn't
could.
careful.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put his normal spear into him,
Okay.
and then the blast weapon into those Acolyte hybrids. So
Yep.
into the Acolyte hybrids, I don't know why I'm rolling because it's a flat 3 shots because you're over 10. He's hit on
Cool.
3 6s, that means your entire unit's wiped.
Oh, I mean, okay.
Sounds legit.
1.
3 wounds. Strength 5.
Oh, strength 5 because
yeah,
it's the grenade.
minus
yeah.
3.
Okay, cool.
3 on.
I'll just take them off then.
And then his other shots is going to get 4 shots into the lone Genestealer. Jenny, the Genestealer?
Yeah.
Jenny?
Yeah.
No? Janine.
Jean?
Janine.
Jean?
Nicole says Janine.
Janine?
She's
Janine
also
the
the worst
Genestealer.
cows on EastEnders.
Toughness.
Toughness 4. Just the 1 wound.
Just the 1 wound, actually.
And he still failed his save.
Okay.
He's probably not worth keeping alive. Or she, or it.
Janine.
I've got 5 CP.
It's not, what's it, a 4 up in Van?
It's a 4 up in
It's a
one.
50-50.
It's a 50-50. I mean, apparently
I should've
it's
given
a
one at the start.
30% chance from what I've rolled, but
Yeah, well, sometimes it's
it's just how it is.
sounds like dice
Keep
roll.
your wound marker.
Of course.
Okay.
All right, that's shooting done.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Cool.
Combat?
Probably don't need to, right?
I think I do.
Okay,
I've got a
fine
stranglehold,
then.
mate.
I think you've already got it. You've already got Stranglehold because you're 2 models each. There's
Oh.
8 of you.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, so you don't actually need to charge there, Steve. So
Just leave you alone?
Just leave me alone and
Are you going to leave me alone?
no.
Well, then, no. No.
All right, go on then.
Then no. Now, over here, so you can interrupt somewhere.
I can.
So... This truck is just annoying.
Yep.
The Aberrant's quite annoying as well.
Yep.
He's flat damage 3, yeah?
D3 plus 3.
D3 plus 3.
Yeah.
What's he on?
Well, he's got a big old hammer in it.
It's-
He's on a variety of drugs.
He's on some-
Probably all of the drugs available to the Genestealer cult.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Okay, so I don't really know how I'm going to kill him. 4 up Invan, 5 plus feel no pain.
-1 damage, 6 wounds.
Oh, I could just put Trajan in just for lols, couldn't I?
Yeah, and then I'll kill Trajan. I like it. Let's do it.
Should we do it?
Let's do it.
Should we do it?
Let's do it.
Should we do it?
Let's do it.
We're doing it. Trajan's going in.
Let's go, Trajan.
Trajan! Let's go around yet. What's your exploding range? 6 inches?
6, yeah.
Ugh. Is there a way I can stay out? No, there's
No.
not a way I can stay out at 6. Okay. Terminators will also go in on both units.
Mm-hmm.
Just the 3 inches, actually. Can I fit through there? I think I can. Love it. Loving life.
Cool.
Cool. They can all stay out of that. They're setting up a bit of defense for me there. I will charge him with this Guardian unit.
Yeah.
8. Let's go to there. And then they can then chip on to 8 to there. And he can go to there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Custodes are a bit slow, you see.
Yeah.
So you need to try and maximise your movement at every opportunity.
So the bikes.
The bikes. Now you've got 2 Aberrants left?
There are 2 Aberrants, yes.
Or a unit of Acolyte.
And a full unit of
Were the-
hybrids.
Were the hybrids away from the wall? I'll just go into the Aberrants, we'll make it clean.
Yeah, sure.
5, they're in. Because you're just there.
Cool.
Stay within 6 of, obviously, what's his face? Within half an inch of my guy.
Yeah.
Oh no, I probably can't do that, but I can get within an inch of your dude.
Yeah. I mean, if you fight with Trajan first, you could probably swing around here. And
True, yeah.
maybe
So
manipulate
within
that.
6, well you're within an inch anyway.
Yeah.
Happy days. Right, okay, cool. Then over here, I'll put all of these guys. He can heroically intervene, can't he?
Yeah.
Can they heroically intervene?
If you're in engagement range with the Patriarch, I can spend a CP to heroically intervene with them.
That is clutch.
It's nice.
Because that means that stops me from just charging into him and leaving the Acolytes alone.
Yes.
I'm going to charge them.
It would cost me a CP though.
Yeah. Does he minus damage or anything like that?
No.
Well, I'll put my champ into your dude, shall we?
All right. Yeah, we've got some character on character action.
I mean, that is a... Roy Keane, he always goes in for every challenge, doesn't he?
Always goes in for a challenge. He plays for the badge. What more do you want from a champion?
Yeah. I love Roy Keane's interviews. And I was never even a Manchester United fan, but that is one player I, do
It's just his job, isn't it?
I just appreciate it. Just appreciate him. You're always a student of the game, as you'd always say, and that's very true for 40k.
He also said a lot of other things as well.
So where would you like to go?
Where would I like to go first?
He's the best. Especially when he's having a go at Paul Potter.
How many attacks does your man get?
He gets 6 with exploding 6s. And all damage 3 with reroll wounds.
Ooh, okay. Cool. Now, I actually think the smart play here is to go first with my unit of, what are they called?
Losers.
Losers, yeah.
Yeah.
Warriors.
Golden losers.
I think that's the smart play, yeah. I think that's what we're going to go for. How many attacks do the Aberrants get?
2 and 3.
So 5 attacks.
5 attacks. No rerolls, hitting on 3s, wounded on 3s unless you play defensive strats. Flat 3 damage.
Because I think the Acolytes are probably stronger, aren't they? Because what's their damage? Damage 2.
So they're the drills. So a hit is a wound,
Yeah.
and a 6 to hit is 2 mortal wounds, in addition to the normal damage.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of them.
Yeah, probably the wisest course of action.
Definitely get rid of those guys. 1 miss. Looking for 3s to wound now.
That was quite good.
Yeah.
They're all dead. 2,
2, 4, 6, 7.
Oh, there's 7 left.
Oh, that was a...
Oh, you didn't wound on 2s, did you?
Nope, 3s. A big sigh there from Michael.
There's been many this game. My poor guys.
And because obviously I'm basing you there, but I couldn't, because your claws kind of stuck me from...
That's fine. I'm happy for you to say you based me.
I just don't want you to
Just hit them.
hit them, yeah.
Fair enough.
But they will just... No, I'll stay where I am. Kind of
Yeah.
cool with that, yeah.
Where
Where would you like to interrupt?
So, your guy
Yeah,
has reroll wounds against characters.
yeah,
Damage 4,
yeah.
AP 3.
Damage 3.
Damage 3, AP 3.
Yeah,
Reroll wounds against characters.
Yeah.
And 6 attacks?
yeah.
6 attacks. Okay. I mean, odds are that I live
Yeah,
with a 4 up invuln and a 5 up feeling of pain and a CP save reroll.
yeah. Because I don't have my 3 up in invuln anymore.
No. So I should live and then kill you,
Yeah,
which we're gonna. You have to sometimes rely on the dice here.
yeah.
Mr. Abominant probably won't survive that many of you,
No.
but it's worth having a punt at Trajan
Yes.
because if he fails his invuns, he's dead, potentially.
Yes.
So,
That's a worthy trade.
yeah. So I think we'll go for Trajan, but then at the same time,
So you get 3 attacks, right?
there's the Terminators as well.
You might
Yeah.
get rid of 1 Terminator.
1 Terminator. It's a difficult one, isn't it? I think we'll go for Trajan
Okay.
because it's cool.
It is cool.
As much as I'd like to go with the Aberrants over there,
Yeah.
I think we'll do Trajan.
And does this guy get rerolls?
You can reroll 1 attack or wound, but that's
1
it.
or wound?
1 attack or wound.
Okay.
So would Trajan like to pop any defensive strats like a coward?
Like a coward. What's the strength of your Patriarch?
6.
So I'm toughness 5.
Yeah.
Okay. And your strength...
Oh, sorry, 7 because he's Twisted Helix.
And over here, your strength, like...
10.
10?
Yeah.
So you're winning on 2s there.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong.
He's a strong boy.
Right. Okay. Oh, do I go transhuman? It's probably worth it. It's probably the most
Might
worth
save
it.
his life.
Might save his life. I'll go transhuman. Does he get his CP back? Trajan, 1 job.
That's right, he's going to die now. I hit with them all.
You hit with them all. So you're winning on 4s now.
God.
Do you want to say 1?
I can reroll 1 innately.
Okay.
Cool, so there is a wound.
Do you want to put another one in?
Uh,
I mean, you probably should have had 1 4 out of the bunch.
Probably.
Put 2 in.
All right, I appreciate that. We'll put 2 in.
So, first one, 4 plus invuln, yeah?
Yep. Cool.
That goes through.
Yeah.
Now, I can... What's the damage?
D3 plus 3.
D3 plus 3.
Yeah,
It's
so you
quite...
probably want to roll this one, and then if it fails, CP it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or I could re-roll that one, couldn't I?
Yeah,
I
but you
might
could
need
just fail,
I could just fail it.
and then pass this one, and then.
I get a 5 plus feel no pain, though. So do you resolve your damage now?
I think you do all the saves, right?
Okay. All right, then. So...
Go on, Trajan, die. Everybody in chat, will it? F for Trajan. We're going to smash him with a hammer that I made out of God knows what. And
right,
it's
well,
better
I'll
than-
roll this and see what happens.
All right,
Because if we do the feel no pains after, we'll assume I roll the saves first.
cool. So he's
Okay.
fine there.
So you're going to do... When a saving throw for this model, the damage characteristic is changed to 0.
Okay. Well, I only did 4,
Yeah.
so,
So if I go for that, I've still got... You only did 4 wounds, yeah?
4, yeah.
And I got 5 plus feel no pain.
Yep.
So I might just take the 4 for now.
Yeah, I would.
You've
got what, 8 wounds?
Yeah. But then, are you going to likely do in one swing any more than 4 damage in the future? Versus a fight twice. This is where the moment shackle really comes off. You've got to
Yeah.
consider it.
Well, if you don't kill me,
Mm.
I mean, next turn there's a possibility I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I can always fight twice.
but this is the highest damage
I'll take the...
that
Okay.
you'll ever take in the
Yeah.
game, right?
I've taken it.
It's taken 4 wounds,
Taken
guys.
4 wounds. We've taken 4 wounds. We've taken 4 wounds.
Right. So,
Me and now?
yeah, off you go. You're charging units.
Okay, so he'll now go.
Yeah, let's
Just to
go.
get within 6 of that unit over there.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's going to put all his attacks, 6 attacks, onto your little thing there.
Cool.
+1 for a banner.
Oh, I do have a little gremlin.
Okay. Oh, does he fight?
Yeah, and
Does
then
he
I have a
take-
tail.
Now, does he take any damage? In terms of,
I don't know.
it's not like
It's just, yeah.
an extra model or anything that we need to remove
A
first.
bit like the Nurglings on Mortarian's base.
Okay, so he rerolls his misses, and then I'm strength
How many attacks has he got? Sorry.
7 because I get +1 for the banner,
Oh,
and then I'm strength 10. So 3s because obviously you've got your transhuman built in.
Yep.
That many. Minus
Cool.
3.
well,
4 up in bun.
I'm going to laugh in your face.
Yes.
2 will go through. What's the damage?
3 each.
3 each, so 2 each.
5 plus feel no pain.
He takes 4 damage.
How many wounds you got left?
2.
Okay, he's quite a tough little cookie, isn't he? Right, I'll go with the next. I'll go with the.
It probably would have been worth auto passing 1, but then I couldn't guarantee the other save. So carry on.
Okay. The sergeant now from the shield squad.
Mm-hmm.
Not sergeant, but
The
you know
other
what I
guy.
mean. The other guy that's in combat. Real ones to wound to Trajan.
4 more, eh?
What's his toughness?
5.
Strength. Wound on 3s, yeah. Because
Yeah,
I'm strength.
cool. Well, I'll auto pass 1
Sorry,
now.
did you say 5?
5, yeah.
I'm just checking what a sword does. Gives you +1 strength, their strength 6.
strength
Yeah,
6, so
so all go through. Yeah, 4.
invuns. 1 goes through. It's 2 damage, so
Yeah.
1 damage. Takes another 1. So he's
Yeah.
got 1 left, and he's used his auto save.
Uses auto save.
So he's got
One
1 left,
wound left.
and you got
Right.
a full terminate.
Full Terminator squad.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'll put 2 Terminators on him,
Okay.
and then I'll put 1 Terminator on him, and then I'll put 3 onto the truck there. So 1 Terminator on him, he's going to get 5 attacks.
All right.
You know what I forgot to do?
What?
Which I'll resolve in a sec. Misericordia from Trajan. I always forget that he gets one built in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good for him.
4 saves.
Oh, 4 more.
Yeah.
I should have just transhumaned him.
Yeah, but yeah, you could have. I suppose. Waste
For
for
1
CP.
CP.
I think it's a waste.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Save 2.
5
and then
plus
it's
Furnace
2 damage each. He's dead.
Yeah.
Just about. My poor boy.
Because I don't need to kill this truck.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I'd have just put more attacks in.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole unit would have gone in, you know. It saves you some wounds on the truck, but
Yeah.
then looking.
So is this into the truck?
This is all into the truck now. Yeah. Strength 8
Yeah. And why are you strength 8?
because of the axes, but
No.
I'm only -2.
So strength 8, so +3.
Yeah.
Nice.
-2 with the axes here, mate.
5s.
It's a good roll.
No,
Average.
no, it isn't.
Actually, wasn't that good.
I'll take 7, which is exactly how many I had left, Steve. So I'm going to blow up because I'm vindictive. I'm going to do more wounds to all of you guys.
Great.
Darshy blow.
So,
Every unit within 6.
probably the bikes as well. I expect they're within 6 because they're within 6 of Trajan, right?
Yeah, we'll say they're in.
So-
Look at that close-up.
yeah, we'll
shot.
say they're in. I don't know. They're probably out.
Wow.
This is. Yeah, we'll say it's in.
Thank you.
We'll say it's in.
It's 2 more wounds.
We've got 1 wound left.
You got
hang on.
6 up against this. Yeah, take that.
Cool.
Trajan,
Yep.
2 more wounds.
He's got 5 up. He loves them
Oh, what a
both.
beast. The
Terminator
Terminators, 3 more wounds.
1 down to 2.
The
Warrior
Guard, 1 more wound.
takes a wound. He's down to 2.
The other Guard unit,
Yep.
2 more wounds.
Do I want to put that on there or there? No, we'll go on here. On the other guard unit, yeah.
Yeah. So 2 more wounds.
Steve's favourite rule. Don't
The
blow up tanks.
Banner Dude, 3 more wounds on the Banner Dude.
Oh, leave him alone.
2 more wounds, great. Cool. And then the truck is dead. Rest in peace, truck.
Gone.
Gone but never forgotten.
I'm running out of stuff here, Steve.
Have you?
These custodians are pretty brutal.
The bikes. They get 4 attacks each.
It's
Yep.
completely what he said.
And then,
I will transhuman these, why not?
yeah, because that's when the +1 to wound comes off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it affects gets rid of my +1 to wound.
Okay, I'll just get 5 wounds anyway. And then AP loads, 2 damage.
-3, yeah.
So 5 up shrug, that was quite good. So we take 1 wound. There's 2 left on one of those guys.
Okay, that was...
Oh, actually, I take that back. We don't have a 5 up shrug
Right,
because I haven't done the action to give him it.
right. So
Okay,
do you get
so-
any feel no pain?
No feel no pain, so that just kills 1 and gives 1 wound left.
Okay.
I'll just quickly do that back.
Yep, carry on.
So it is the champion left.
Mhm.
It is 2 wounds. It's -2. Cool. It's 3 damage, so it'll kill a bike.
Bike dead.
If, ooh. Oh, well, they do actually have an extra attack the first time they fight.
Okay.
It's another wound.
Okay.
Cool.
Now my champion.
Fight of the decade.
Here we go.
The one we really care about.
This is the big one, guys. This is the big one. So I will go for the one that gives me strength 6, and I can reroll the wound roll, and I reroll hits against characters as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Do I reroll hits against characters? Or is that just normal check? No, I don't get real hits against characters.
Is that not one of the modes?
No.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's wounds against characters.
I
Isn't
think
it?
there's a
wounds,
shadow
yeah.
heap
So you don't
of
get
things in
reroll
there.
hits.
Yeah. All other rules are still...
Epic.
It fights first. Yeah, nothing about hitting. It's just other characters, those sort of champion builds get rerolls built in, don't they?
Mhm.
So 6 attacks. Here we go. Oh dear,
Great.
that's not good.
That's what we want to see.
I'll probably just CP reroll one of these.
Oh, he's not going to save it for a save. It's a good thing you didn't do it for Trajan's save.
Yeah. So down to 4. Probably should have saved it for a save because I realise you haven't fought yet, have you?
No,
Oh damn.
I'm going to eat you for breakfast.
So 4 saves and 2 mortals. You just passed them all.
Yeah, I'll take 1 more wound. There you go. Got 6 left.
Wow. That's some good rolling there, mate.
Yeah, well, you know,
That's
not
how
bad.
they go. That's how they go.
And then I'm going to smack you back.
Just the 1 hit.
Just the 1 hit, because you can't hit a champion on anything better than that.
You can't.
And that is a wound.
What's the damage?
3.
I'm okay.
Cool. That was really productive, wasn't it?
Well done, champions. Tickle you, tickle me,
Yeah.
and there we go.
Cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
So at the end of my turn,
What did you do today?
got a stranglehold for 3 points.
Good job, Roy.
Yes. And you get 10 on the
On the primary.
primary. Yeah.
Don't think I would have morale because you just killed everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. Over to me. What points did you get? You got
That's
got
it.
your banners that turn, didn't you? You got your stranglehold.
Yeah, but kind of regretting that secondary chip.
Well, you got to give me a chance, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
because you might still win 15 points down.
How many units did I
Which is
kill
ironic.
this turn?
1 million?
Oh no, it doesn't even matter how many I killed.
No,
Because
it's whether I kill one.
if you kill 1 unit,
Yeah.
I don't score my 4 points.
That's right. Yeah.
So still.
That 0 I wrote at the beginning is probably going to be accurate.
Probably.
Hopefully.
Probably should have took grind.
Just, I think, it's real quick. I need to tell everybody this. Chris Anderson, the Rhino,
Yeah.
has made a Tau Rhino.
He's made a Tau Rhino.
Yeah, look. I'll show everyone on the camera. But look, come look at it.
I'll have a good look later.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll show you after the game.
Yeah.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And I'm going to go to the top down now so I can show you all, and we can also do super chats and discuss things. Hello, everyone. Look at it. Look at it. And but also to be fair, he's watching the stream.
Good lad, Chris.
Look at that.
Good lad.
What an absolute hero. And if more of you would be like that, you'd be more of my heroes. Right. So,
Rhinos everywhere.
The
Rhinos
intent is,
everywhere from the
40 mil
Rhino.
gap
Right.
between these models, by the way.
super chats.
We've got one super chat from Runtastic Life, who super chatted €5. Hello from Germany. I like to watch you because you build very interesting lists. And also, as for the rules, you're on top. Keep up the good work. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much. Obviously, that does mean loads to us, especially with everything we're trying to achieve here for VT. And obviously, we've still got coming up to 9:30. We've still got 360 people watching. So obviously that's incredible. And thank you all so much for the likes. I'm not going to tell you to smash the like button again because someone apparently broke their phone doing it.
and you guys have been excellent. And that like button has been absolutely smashed.
And you've been all excellent and all absolute heroes joining us for our first stream of 2022, which 2022 is looking to shape up to be a really awesome year. Obviously, we've had mentions of the VT workshop over at the LVO, and there's obviously a lot of things content-wise that we're planning to do. I think me and Steve are planning to do a episode of Off the Table this week. So
Thursday, lock it in.
Thursday. So this Thursday, you'll see episode 3 of Off the Table, which will see me and Steve probably discussing stuff.
In James, didn't we?
You
that
did,
was kind of
yeah.
episode 4.
That was like a special episode, though.
That was a special. Yeah,
So we've got episode 3 coming in, which we're probably going to talk about more of what you're going to be looking forward to for this year.
And also maybe talk about some discussions around LVO potentially.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah. I think the topic we'll cover is maybe like I don't know, some interesting stuff.
I got a question for the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like me to take to LVO? Okay, if you could see me take an army, I'll give you. Well, I was going to say 3 options, but I think I'm only going to give you 2 options.
Right.
No, I'm going to leave it open-ended. What would people like to see me play?
At the LVO.
Then we'll go for like what I'm really thinking of playing.
Okay, cool. So what would you like Steve to play at LVO?
How bound to this vote are you?
And then when Steve goes, that's dreadful, I'll say...
Now, legit, like, and I mean that in a, not like, I'll take a full army of crew. No. Or just take the Elysian Star Striders. That'll do you well, Steve.
Take the big Custodes ship. What's it called? The Orion.
No.
2 Orions, please.
Like, legit, because I want to take a well-balanced army that, that I could legitimately take. So I'd love to hear people's thoughts.
Everyone's saying Custodes, like already legit, not even joking.
Yeah?
Yeah. So one person said 2,000 points of Poxwalkers, but
Grey Knights getting a shout out.
Yeah?
Grey Knights, well, he's got to wrestle them off me. I'm using them at the event that weekend. Sorry, a bit more important. little GT in the south. LVO.
LV what?
LV no.
LV what? Yeah.
LV what? Everyone's saying Custodes. Someone said Iron Warriors. Sisters as well, been bounced around a bit.
Yeah.
Ben Jones said he can't wait for LVO, and obviously Ben Jones will be there helping with the workshop.
He will be. A fellow coach.
Fellow coach and also overall awesome guy.
Legend.
Sisters or Black Templars, Custodes, Taunar.
Single Taunar.
A single Taunar.
There we have it, guys. That's the winner.
Tell you what, we'll take a Taunar if he super chats
it
the
in,
Taunar. Okay. Thousand Suns, that'd be quite an interesting one, Steve, because you obviously only played Thousand Suns the once.
I feel confident.
Yeah. It's like me with every army. Doesn't even play it, takes it to a
So
tournament.
is there a
Read
lot
it
of
on the plane
is,
over.
is there a lot of shouts for me taking Custodes?
Legit, there's more
90%.
Custodes.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
what you can do is you could call Henry Cavill out on you. Oh no, we don't do that because we're not cringy.
No.
So, you
No.
know.
But I
That's
could
right.
just be like, if you want to go to the gym, let's go.
Yeah, just invite him
go-
to the gym.
Go for a session, some food. You know, that's what
Yeah.
gym bros do.
Don't guilt him into playing a game.
Session food. Great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At the LBO.
Gym sesh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No other sort of weird things people might be thinking.
Um,
Just a regular gym sesh. And yeah.
Here's one to stroke the ego, Steve. I'd like to see what the Eldar could do in the hands of a hobby god.
Well, I appreciate that sentiment. I really do, actually. And
Michael's not going, is he?
what?
I said Michael's not going.
Michael's not.
Yeah, we're
going
leaving.
on.
We're also leaving Jack at home as well. So.
As in, I'm a hobby god. I think that was the.
I think so.
I mean, I am
No,
a
no.
hobby god.
I don't know if the
You're
if-
hobby Jesus.
I don't know if the LVO can handle Simon the Striking Scorpion. They can't handle them Striking Scorpions at there. They're just not. Can you imagine rocking up to the LVO and being like, "What, we got 30 Striking Scorpions?" It would blow people's minds.
They'd be
They would
like-
just melt in front of me.
They'll go. What?
No.
What?
You OP cheese. I'm not playing against you.
This man knows something I don't. Get me on the phone to GW now.
Nerf Striking Scorpions immediately. They've
Dis-
got.
Disciples of Bellicor.
Well, I mean, I've only got a Bellicor and it's not built, so we're a bit off from.
I've got a Bellicor.
Is it built?
Yeah, and it's painted.
Yeah.
I painted the model.
Yeah.
No backing out now.
Well, that's the one model then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a few more to go.
Everybody's talking about Fix City, obviously Meat Mountain. Obviously, we don't have that, sadly.
I mean, I could take it off Ben Jones, but
No.
I'm not doing that.
No, don't do that. Ben,
I mean,
ben will wrestle you.
legitimately would consider taking Custodes if I can get enough reps in between now and list submission.
You
'Cause
definitely
obviously
can.
The book's out as of last week. We had a couple of games just to make sure I was familiar with, what I was doing for today. But because I've been reading all the stories, I think I really resonate with a custodian, actually. I feel like
Really?
me and a custodian were like, I think we
8 foot
do.
tall Adonises of the game that basically run around.
They're
in
more
small
like their
units.
mindset towards things. They're very driven, focused,
Master of Mankind is a great. I know we're not a narrative channel, and there is a podcast if you do like Black Library books called the Black Library Gang, which Quipster, who's been on the stream a few times, helps run. And yeah, I like Master of Mankind.
So maybe it could be Custodes then.
I think Custodes.
It was either them or Blood Angels for me in my head.
Yeah.
But
Gold and red.
How
right.
is our hobby Jesus doing, Mike? You
I
alright?
think I'm done.
Nice. Right, we'll go back to the table and see let's see what Michael has done.
So we're running on fumes here, as you probably have noticed. But we've got a game plan. I'm going to spend a CP to take these guys back up into the sky
okay, yep.
because I've lost this flank. I have
Yep.
to accept that. There's no point sacrificing 10 dudes
For the
to
sake
kill
of it.
one unit and then
Yep.
die. And we're just going to try and push this flank really hard.
Yep.
I know there's no shenanigans for redeployment you can really do over here,
Yep.
except of course Terry.
Teddy.
Teddy.
Like Teddy Sheringham.
Terry. So we'll take this unit off the
Another great
board.
footballer.
We've dropped a unit in over there.
Could be Terry Henry. Now that's a
Oh,
player.
Thierry Henry.
He's a player, yeah.
As a Spurs fan, I have to admit he's probably the best player I've ever played in Prem.
So this unit's come out here. We've advanced. I got a 3. I was tempted to re-roll it, but a 3's
What you
gonna
got?
have- gonna- what I got exactly. Primus has come out, so we can smack people in the face with his bone sword. The Kellamorph's moved so that the blade champion's the closest target. He's doing a sort of gangster grip.
Gangster grip.
Gangster grip. The Patriarch just fell back.
Yeah. Can he fall back and charge?
If I do the psychic power on him, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
so
good.
that's the plan. And then these guys dropped in.
Rodding.
And they're just rodding in
Yeah.
that quarter for me before you screen that out.
Because what I did earlier was I screened this guy out 9, so then
Mm.
you could land, but you'd have to land on difficult ground. And that
Yeah.
was kind of what I was thinking with because you don't
Yeah,
always have
so-
to you don't always have to completely screen out an area if you feel like, okay, well, getting you onto a difficult ground or into dense or whatever to get that -2 charge, you're putting your opponent on 11 inch.
Yeah,
Becomes quite challenging, doesn't it?
I'm
So-
unlikely to survive your shooting phase. but I appreciate the sentiment.
The general kind of like what.
Yeah, if you can make people drop on terrain, then
More of
on
a tactical moment than
difficult
anything,
terrain. Yeah. So I'm just hoping to take this flank over the next 2 turns, and then maybe catch up with some points.
Yeah, absolutely. You've always, even if you feel like, okay, like you said, I'm running on fumes, you've got to stick to that game plan. Even if you think I'm going to lose this game, it's just about scoring points. That
Absolutely.
is it.
Yeah.
And the next time you play Custodes, you think, right, how do I improve on that score? That is literally it. Because there are those hard matchups, and this might just be a hard matchup for the Genestealer cult. And they might wreck everybody else. But we haven't seen it yet, because this is the first game with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Psychic Phase. I'm going to chuck... Oh, I should probably put a crossfire marker on someone.
Yep.
Which maybe I'll make fight last or something.
Yep.
Why not?
Remember, my champ
you know
has
what?
got
We'll put
fight
it
first.
On your champ.
Yeah, so that gets rid of his fight first.
Well, I'm hoping to just kill him with the shooting.
Cool. Yeah.
So, so first things first, fall back and charge with the Patriarch. I have a Psychic Familiar, which I'm going to use. Great.
Is that a free reroll?
It is a free reroll. I've still failed though, so the Patriarch's just going to stand there.
Just say it goes off. I'm happy to say it goes off.
I vote that Michael should have it because he's hobby Jesus
it's
and he
cool.
could change the dice to whatever he wants.
It's fine, yeah. Did you fall back with the Aberrants?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do there was just hold the objective so you didn't get 15.
Yeah.
But with a unit that it doesn't really matter if I lose them.
Yeah. And you're outside of 3 from me, from Hurricane's Invention?
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, that's a big problem. So,
Well, you can say you just have it, it's all good.
well, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. We
But,
like honestly, have it, let's make a good game of it.
I'm going to smite the champion with the Magos.
That fails, unfortunately.
And then I'm going to smite with the Patriarch.
That goes off.
It goes off.
D3
for
more wounds.
2 more wounds.
I see 3.
Cool.
Down to 4.
Yeah. And then we're going to...
Shoot him.
No, I've got another power on the Patriarch. What we'll do is Psionic Blast, which is basically another smite.
Okay, cool. It's not gone well, that one.
Take 1 more wound, which I don't ignore. Cool. That was really good.
And you guys wonder why I didn't take any Sisters of Silence. We'll say the fullback charge goes off, all right?
Okay, yeah, that sounds fair. For the sake of entertainment,
Yeah.
we'll say that went off. Right, so, shooting phase.
Yes.
The Kelemorph is going to shoot.
Because he gets +1 to hit at this point, right?
He would get +1 to hit here.
Just the crossfire marker.
It's just whether, I mean, it's probably best to shoot the champion because
Yep, get him done.
I want him gone. So these all hit because he's got a crossfire marker on him. I get +1 to hit. So
And
even
he
though I
hits on
moved,
2s not naturally.
2s naturally,
Nice.
heavy moved,
Yep.
and then we hit you with those as well.
Yep.
Did you want a transhuman or anything?
No, don't worry about it.
Cool. So that is 4 wounds. It's AP3.
4 pin ones.
Yep.
Failed them all. He's gone.
Cool. So he's dead. And then,
Well done, Roy. You did enough.
good job, Paddy the Kelemorph. The one guy who can
Pistol
actually
Paddy.
do something.
Pistol Paddy, or equally Paddy the Patriarch, depending on who you want.
And then
Master of camouflage.
we will charge stuff.
Charge
I guess.
phase, charge phase, charge phase. Yep.
So we'll do the action with the Biophagus to give a point of pain on the
Of
wound
course.
guy.
Yep.
Why not? So we're going to charge with the big unit.
Are you doing the extra attack power? the
I did
Magus?
the smites instead,
Oh, okay.
and they all
No worries.
failed.
Okay.
I'll spend a CP to advance and charge with the
Acolytes.
acolytes.
Because I could, obviously, Tanglefoot.
You could Tanglefoot them.
And it's probably
Are there any restrictions to Tanglefoot?
just within 12 and visible.
12 and visible. Okay. Don't think there was any way to avoid the visible bit.
I think it'd be silly not to do it.
Yeah.
Because that is the unit that you're going to make a charge with. So remove 5 from your charge.
Cool. Cool. You didn't need to anyway.
No. It's a waste of a CP then, wouldn't it? But I get it back, so it's fine.
And then the Patriarch
Should have put it on him.
Thanks to your good graces.
Should have put it on him, shouldn't I?
Go in here.
Yep.
I mean, there's not really much to be said.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. The Primus might as well join him
His bone sword. Yep.
with his bone sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. So now I'm going to hit him with
Right.
my Patriarch.
Hang on a second there.
Oh, is Terry going to turn up?
Terry could turn up.
Terry likes yogurt.
So Trixie
A
could
bit of
turn up
office
here.
linebacker.
So I believe you have to turn up
Action
within a
happening
unit
here.
that's engaged, so one of your units that's
Such a
engaged.
diddling.
He comes to the rescue of
Yeah.
someone rather than just teleporting.
Idiot.
At least that was my interpretation.
So it says here,
Is that Rick and Morty?
this is interesting, right?
left
It's a
as
good,
well?
it's a good discussion, guys. So basically, in the Heroic Adventure step, if the bearer is not within engagement range of enemy units, which he's not at the
Yep.
moment, it can perform a teleport shunt. Remove the bearer from the battlefield and set it up within 3 of a friendly unit and within engagement range of an enemy unit.
Okay. So can you get within 3 and an engagement range?
If that is not possible, you can't perform a teleport shunt. So
Okay.
essentially, I can get within 3 of my base, my guy there, and then I can get into there. So my base is 40 mil.
Okay, what's the distance between us?
So at the moment, the distance is 5
4.5?
inches.
5
Yeah.
inches. You need to be within 3
Yeah, and then obviously engagement range
and
is
then an inch, 4,
So you'd have to be.
and then your base is 40 mil,
So the base is basically 1.5 inches.
inch and a half,
So I've got, and within engagement range, so
So
that's 2.5 inches.
3. Yeah,
And then 3, so I need to be 5, you'd have to be basically over 5.5 inches away from my model to do it. Do you want to say you are?
yeah, can do. So, yes, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
Because it's
to know
an
though, isn't
inch
it?
and then inch and a half, 2.5,
Yeah.
and then 3 inches of one of your models.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Good to
Interesting.
discuss this kind of stuff, so I
Yeah.
could go over there. Alternatively,
If you're happy to, I'm happy to move my guy. I've got a 7-inch move,
It's
so
all good.
kind of.
Alternatively, I could obviously just come into here with the old Magus.
Primus, but yes.
Yeah, sorry, Primus, yeah.
Yeah.
Does that really help me? It does help me keep
helps
the
you
objective.
Yeah, keep the objective, get
So-
more primary potentially.
I'll come over here because he's the closest model and he
Mhm.
won't be able to end any closer, do you agree? And
Yep.
get within an inch of him.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do that then.
cool. So the Patriarch then.
Yeah.
Um,
This is Trixie. It's just that once per game ability where you feel like actually that could be useful. Because if it saves me holding that objective, it's well worth that one
Oh,
turn play.
wish I hadn't told you about this now. We'd have already done it.
What about what? About the
About
what?
the 6-inch intervention.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, you're a good sport, you see.
Well, so that's my guy.
There's a Patriarch, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
2
cool.
exploding 6s,
Yeah.
and then 3s to wound you.
Yep.
Do roll everything.
Very nice.
Never mind. 5, -3.
So 4-ups.
Yeah. Some of them were -5. Irrelevant
Doesn't
at this
matter.
stage.
Flat damage 3 each.
Flat 3 each, so
There, those
that's
3
the
there.
unit.
Patriarch has picked up 3. I mean, he's strong. He's very strong.
Yeah. There's not much I can do about this guy.
That's Paddy McGuinness, and the other one can be our Paddy.
Does he do much? That
No, not really.
is he not going to hurt
He's a
me?
buffing guy.
So I'm not going to
He's
bother him.
probably not really going to hurt you much.
No.
I'll leave my guy there. No, you're within an inch anyway, so I can't stop you fighting him by piling into you.
I can pile in any direction,
Yeah.
even if
you're based.
Even if you're based.
Wow.
I can pile in 4 inches.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, well, I have to go closer to you,
Yes.
which is really annoying. Not much I can do.
Leave it
here.
as it is.
Yeah.
Do you want to see what you do?
I'll smack you in the face with Mr. Primus. We'll see what you can do. So, 4 attacks.
Yep. What's your strength?
So he's going to be strength 5,
Wound on 5.
strength 6 with the bone sword,
Wound on 4s.
which
Minus
is all right. Minus 2.
damage.
2.
Oh, it's actually quite good.
He's probably not going to kill you there, is he?
No, but might be worth a CP interrupt.
Yeah, I guess it's only a CP because you're on an objective.
So only a CP and I'm on an objective. So let's do it. I'll zip over to here. He can't fight again for any reason.
Nope.
Cool.
So should I have attacked with him first? Probably not, because the guard unit would just kill me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I'll go over to there. I'm gonna still put all my attacks onto the
Primus or the Patriarch.
little dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 attacks.
Pull the Primus. Gutted.
No rerolls.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're looking for 3s. 4 saves.
Cool. What's the AP?
Minus 2 on an axe.
What's the damage?
2.
Oh, he's dead. Cool.
No.
You killed him.
Paul.
And now you're just going to...
Base surf a little
not
bit.
very nice.
Yeah. Just tug on the objective.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's my turn, unfortunately.
You killed a unit, so it stops me getting my 4 points.
Yeah.
You rodded for a second turn.
Yeah.
Did you score anything else?
I get 2 points, so 1 for having more models in my deployment zone and 1 for having more models in yours.
Yes. Yep. Because I've only got
1, really,
yes.
that guy. In the middle of the table, though, you sadly have more, I think. What have
2,
you got?
4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
Yes, you got loads more.
14. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've just got the 10.
Cool.
11. Yep.
Right. So,
Right, so 2 points there, done a rod, and no prisoners.
yeah.
Yeah.
My turn.
Your turn.
I want to get 15 on the primary.
Yeah, because of Terry.
Terry, what? Trixie.
Trixie Terry.
Doing the Emperor's work for me there. Cool.
All right.
So I will.
So you've got your movement phase.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, unless you've got
Just think. Yeah, I'll tell you what katana I go into in a moment.
Katars, Fender, or Squire. Right. Well, everyone, that was quite a interesting go, don't you think, Paddy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That left flank is looking quite bare now from both sides, isn't it?
It's looking
A
bare.
lot has died.
Yeah, it's looking bare. But obviously, something to note: Terry or Trixie or whatever is
Or Roy.
or Roy,
Yeah.
or the artist formerly known as Roy. Obviously, that ability came in clutch there. Obviously,
That-
managed to make sure that Steve had that objective.
Yeah, it's a really nice ability, isn't it?
Yeah.
Free
So
movement.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like it makes for a big deal.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve also got his banners as well for
Yeah.
the start of his go. So if you just note that on there, just in case we forget. So yeah, so obviously that's good. Well, yeah, obviously it's quite an interesting go. It's going to be interesting to see how Mike also comes back from this and what Stephen Box from Vanguard Tactics uses to add to this game. What do you think, Paddy?
I think it's good to know when something's lost. Like Michael said, that flank's lost, so no
Yeah.
point reinforcing failure
No.
is there. Get them out of there, bring
Yeah.
them back somewhere else, and try and get some more points later.
Yeah, the other thing as well is like that secondary pick that Michael's taken with that, like, you know, you have to have more models in each zone. It does force Steve's army to really have to spread out, which is obviously
Yeah.
a very interesting
For a
concept.
low model count army, that's not ideal.
It's
is
brutal.
It? Yeah.
Can be really, really brutal for them, especially like you said, you know, for that low model count army. He's going to make him definitely have to work for those points he's going to be getting.
Yeah. Anytime you can make your opponent play to your game, then that's good for you, isn't it?
The moment you have to make your opponent play your game plan, you've lost. You've lost.
You're in their head, aren't
You're
you?
in there rent free. Let's just do a quick synopsis. Steve, where's Roy?
Roy King.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Roy
It-
Keane is
it-
dead. The
one
Blade
challenge.
champion to confirm.
One challenge too many, mate.
One challenge. He got a red.
Straight red.
He's been sent off. Yeah. So obviously that's sad. Yeah, I was confirming because I for some reason I couldn't see him. And then obviously Terry is taking his place. Yeah, obviously guys in the chat, let me know obviously if you're enjoying the content. If you are, obviously, if you haven't already, smash the like button. But if you're enjoying it, just put a thumbs up or a wave or a clap or a hello or whatever. And let me know, obviously, where you're watching from. And thank you so much. Obviously, we've still got 320 viewers watching, and obviously we're heading into the hours of the night there. So thank you so much for all the support.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us, guys. It makes doing this that much more rewarding, and maybe send some luck to the dice gods for Michael. He's done something to offend them.
Michael's hobby Jesus, so he'll be fine. So yeah, obviously, Paddy, obviously, where Steve mentioned he's going to the LVO, because did you know he's going to the LVO? Obviously, we've had a few questions in the chat about, obviously, there's an event coming up at the Factorium at the end of the month for January. Obviously, we're going to be there. Michael's going to be there, maybe using the Genestealer cult, maybe not, we don't know. I think he's more leaning into his Death Watch. For yourself, what are you thinking about taking?
So I was thinking about having the Blood Angels, but I think I just want one more event with the 1,000 Suns. Let's round this ITC season out with them. 4 GTs entered. That would be nice. See how I do.
Yeah.
And then look for a new army for 2022. I think.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, I think that's a very good point as well. And obviously with the ITC season coming to a close in the January, at the end of January, obviously with the LVO, a lot of people like yourself do have that sort of mindset. Like, for example, for myself, I'll be taking the Grey Knights. I've been playing Sisters of Battle, the Adeptus Sororitas for a few months now, and I've now got my Grey Knight love back. I've bought some cool new models, got some interesting new characters to try out, like Castling Crow, and even a Brotherhood champion, which I don't think anyone's ever seen.
You're such a pioneer of these Grey Knights, aren't you, Jake? Yeah. You make stuff cool.
Well, at one point I was the best Grey Knight player in the UK. I don't know.
Never let anyone forget it.
Well, no, I don't mention it like anymore, and people just assume I still am. I'm not, but I will be.
You're always the best to me, Jake.
Oh, thank you.
I can't wait to play you. I'm sure it will happen.
Yeah, we'll have to get a game on, whether that's on stream in general. Obviously, I can chat to you about the player place train thing I was telling you about.
Oh yeah.
That I played the other day and really, really enjoyed with Steve. Joining the stream from Trowbridge. So Stephen's enjoying the Steve. Steve?
Enjoying the Steve.
Steve is enjoying our Steve from Trowbridge, and obviously Trowbridge is quite local to us. So yeah, so obviously I hope you're enjoying. That's really, really good.
Well, we've got someone watching from New Zealand as well.
New Zealand. Oh, that is a...
VT gone global.
VT gone global. Obviously, we do have a lot of Australian/New Zealand viewers. We do have a lot of American viewers as well. I always find it quite interesting where people are watching from. Obviously, time zones, all that. And obviously, guys, if you did miss it, obviously there will be an episode of Off the Table on Thursday, the hottest new 40K chat show on Vanguard Tactics, live at 7 p.m. UK time on Thursday, and that is me and Steve talking about that. I'm from Salisbury, Miles. I live in Salisbury. There's a fun fact for you. Right, Steve's given me the biggest thumbs up, so let's see what he's done.
Right, I'll talk you through quickly what I did. Wardens chilled where they were. Trixie fell back, so you can now charge. Then what we've gone is Wardens staying put. I advanced the Bannerman across, and then what I did was for 1 CP teleported my lone Terminator over, and now he's just getting in some shots into these guys. I'm going to stay into the shooting stance, but now I've got to pick the other one, so I get extra 4-inch on my range on my weapons.
Cool.
Move the bike across just to shoot that aberrant and then charge the other dude in there whilst putting more models on the objective. These guys have just raised a banner for me. Thank you kindly. So I've got 3 banners up at the moment.
And you would have got 2 at the start of that turn, yeah?
Would have got 2, yeah. Right, here we go then. Eyes down looking. Let's see what we can do. We're into the shooting phase. We're going to kick off with this guy into here.
Oh, there's a guy in there.
There's one guy in there, 1 warden. He's going to get 4 shots, 3 hits.
4 shots from 1 warden?
Of course, they're not double shooting. I'm getting the +1 range.
Yeah, don't go doing that
So
again.
We'll just do that.
It was horrible.
So 2 hits, 2 wounds.
Okay, all right, fine then. 5 up because we are in the terrain. 2 dead.
2 dead. Right.
Yep.
Then over here, the wardens are going to shoot your patriarch.
Wow. Rude.
They're within 12. 1 can't see because of obscuring, so it's just regular 4 shots, 3 hits, no wounds.
Cool.
Over here, what we're going to go for is +4-inch range. So these guys now are range 22 with their blasters. So they're going to pump some blasts into there.
Yep.
So it's automatic 3, so it's going to be 16, 12 shots. 6, 12. Rerolling 1s. And then looking for 3s. Rerolling 1s. That many saves at -3. Do you get feel no pain?
No.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
9. Wow.
And then the bolt guns, unfortunately, mate, 4 shots.
Yep.
That's 4 hits. That's 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
minus
-1.
He's gone.
Cool.
Right, that's that problem less taken care of. Then we're now going to go into the shooting phase of the rocket into your aberrant hits, wounds.
Damage. 5.
5 becomes 4.
He's dead.
He's dead. Charge phase, going to charge into your character there with a bike. He's in. My boy. Oh. He's in as well.
Cool.
And then I think I will charge in with the Guardian unit there.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to fit.
Let's have a little look. Now I can fit on that side of the wall there.
Okay.
All right, because the bike can just go into there. And then he
Cool.
can go within 2.
Don't think he's going to need the help.
No, it's more for the screen game to screen off the Terminators from the 9-inch charge.
Right.
From the Acolytes.
Technically an 8. 'cause
Yeah,
we
I just
can
want to keep them
drop with an 8.
a little bit protected, that's all. Cool. That is that. Can I then, just swing them around like that, that's good. Right, we'll fight first, obviously, there.
Yeah.
6 attacks with my man. 5 hits.
Yep. 5 wounds.
5 wounds. -2, 4 ups. Is he half damage or anything?
Nope.
So 3 have gone through.
They're 2 damage each.
2 damage each, yeah. Feel no pains, 5 ups.
He takes
Strong.
3. So he's got 3 left.
3 left, that's good.
2 left. So he's all right.
I'll just quickly resolve my bike.
Yep.
Hits with 4. Wound on 3s because I can't wound you on 2s, I'm
Guy is
assuming.
very dead.
Yeah, 3, yeah. 6 damage.
No, Rick.
Killed the doctor.
The doctor.
No, it's Rick. Like
Rick.
Rick and Morty.
Morty got shot,
And then
Rick
I'm
got
just going to
stabbed.
consolidate these guys some extra
Rick and Morty.
inches.
Rick and Morty. Rick.
Like that. Stay within 2. They're within 3 of that. Cool. He's going to stay where he is.
Yeah.
Right. Keep their wardens obviously aren't charging. That's me. Over to you, mate.
Yep. Let's kill this guy.
Okay. I'm going to trance you in and turn off rerolls. So I've got 1 CP left. Do I get any back? No.
So I can't re-roll any of these, but that is 3 saves. You failed all 3.
Oh, what's the problem?
He's
Damage?
dead. It's 3 damage each.
So even if I CP reroll one, am I alive?
I don't know.
I am, with 8 wounds. So I'm going to have to CP reroll one. Here we go. 4 up. Hangs in the balance.
Come on.
No! Trixie! It's a shame. It's a shame, but you did well for me.
Thank you, 4-armed Emperor. And then obviously, I'm going to go hunting.
That is a problem. He is a beast.
Yeah, I think he's only really good as Twisted Helix because it gives him damage 3.
He's a monster. Right.
Yeah.
Trixie, you poor man.
Nice.
That's me. Cool.
Nice. What did you do?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm not going to do is get the whole thing where I don't lose a unit in a battle round.
I will get 10 primary now because
You
I killed him.
Yeah.
Did you get your stranglehold, Steve?
You
I
did,
absolutely
yeah,
did,
yeah,
because I
definitely, yeah.
controlled the other objective.
Killed,
now on this flank.
killed Rick.
It's like we've switched the table now.
Yeah, well, that's the plan.
Yeah.
I probably should have left that unit behind the ruin.
Yeah. Tanglefoot is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, Tanglefoot is like a real kick in the teeth
Do I get my CP
with
back?
the Custodes.
I do. Cool.
Oh,
First time.
ooh. Right. So we've got 10 points.
So you've got a unit in reserve,
Unit in reserve, 2 units in reserve.
little 5-man unit.
What we want to do is shoot stuff with this Calamorph and psychic stuff with this guy.
You got anything left in that middle building?
So I think we're going to drop a marker on maybe this guy.
Right, we're going to go to the top down now
Just
while
to
you
get rid
guys
of
do
him.
that. So, Paddy, another brutal turn for the Adeptus Custodians.
We're seeing a bit of a pattern here, aren't we?
Yeah, the armies of Terry Crews. So obviously, again, what did you think of that? It was quite brutal, obviously. You know, Steve really just sweeping up that right flank now. So then Michael's probably going to have to focus a bit more on that left flank now, just try and get some points in there. But I think that at the moment, it's looking like a Custodes are in the lead, obviously. So the scores at the moment, obviously 48-38 to the Custodes. So obviously there's still some points in it. So Michael's just got to focus on that, keep his head down, and focus.
At this stage, try not to engage head on, run away a little bit, score those points. You know, it's all about the points rather than about the kills. So
yeah, he can be passive and score his points. Obviously, use those CPs like he obviously did last go. You could pick a unit up and put it back in reserve. You know, obviously there's other things that they can do. Still using those fire cross markers, whatever they're called, crossfire markers, fire cross. That's what I'm going to call them from now on. And obviously Terry. Not Terry. No, yeah, it is Terry. Terry, Trixie, whatever you want to call him. Obviously, that ability to use that CP and bring him back. Again, what another useful ability. This thing's just ping-ponging across the table.
There's a lot of tricks left in this Custodes books, aren't there?
Yeah, I really like
Different
it.
tricks,
and
but good.
Yeah, and I really like it. And I think, obviously, the chat has also shared the sentiment with the Emperor's Chosen. Yeah. They do seem like the front runners at the moment for one of the best ones. I do also like that the Shadow Keepers, that they were... Fight last is a big deal, and that -1 attack while you're in combat with them, two things that really do make a difference. So I do think that they could maybe be seen quite a lot. So yeah, like that's what I at least had the opportunity to play against with Steve, and yeah, it was a bit of a brutal game, wasn't it, Steve?
Shadow Keeper Custodes into other custodians will just wreck them.
Yeah,
really will. Honestly, the
mirror match's worst nightmare.
The mirror match worst nightmare. Those Shadow Keepers, because obviously all of a sudden, you know, your opponent's getting that extra attack against you because you don't have, well, you've got a Shadow Keeper unit in range of you. So, absolutely huge. Yeah,
we do also have some super chats that have just come in. So obviously, do you want to take these away, Paddy?
Yep. £5 from Paul Bridge says to Michael, "Stop being so nice and letting Steve win."
He's just so nice like that, isn't he? Aren't you, Michael?
Yeah.
And then $5 from Noob Hammer. Gonna miss you at the LVO, Jake. Do you have any general tips for using player optimized terrain?
So, I spoke with you about this because Steve opened my eyes, didn't you, Steve?
I did.
You opened my eyes the other day to this whole player place terrain thing.
Well, the reason for this, guys, is because obviously on the workshop I'm going to be covering this to some degree. For the students on the academy, we're going to be doing a mentoring call on it.
Yeah.
And we've actually got a full lesson on the academy around player place terrain.
Yeah.
Because it's something that we really wanted to truly master before we taught it. And obviously we had that discussion about it.
And we played it as well.
And if you're not used to it, it may catch you off because there are so many levels of detail, isn't it? I think me, Michael and Ben were sat here on a Sunday. We were like, right, if on this mission this happens and you do that and you go first and this goes there and that stops this and this opens that firing lane up and that... This is significant on this mission, but not on others. So we've done a full deep dive on it, and that's going to be on the Academy, ready for the new launch in February. Yeah,
so obviously, you can check that out there. In terms of, obviously, tips, just make sure you know how the terrain is going to really benefit your army and also what it's going to be for the missions as well. Michael's given me 2 thumbs up, so that means he must be super ready. Are you super ready, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah?
One more thing on the player place, just to give a little bit of advice there is... like you said, not only know about what you want to be able to do with the terrain, but understand that from a list perspective as well when you're writing your list. So for example, there are some really big movement blockers in there, so maybe some units with fly-in would be great, and it does help those armies like Blood Angels compete because you can place the terrain, think ahead. Where do I want to be turn 1? Where do I want to be turn 2? What do I need to make sure I block off in terms of firing lanes? So it really does free up lots of different other armies as well. It's not like a traditional, what if I'm on this table and there's no terrain? So you can protect yourself from gun lines. And if you are a gun line, make sure you're very, very mobile.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. And obviously, fantastic advice from the man himself, the future LVO winner. So, Michael, what do you think you're going to do?
Well, we're going to pull this game back.
You are.
Absolute hero. Go on.
So we're going for multiple things here. Ideally, I want to pick these up.
Yep.
I want to keep these guys alive and on these objectives.
So that's the wardens near you. That's what you want to try and pick up. Yeah.
Yeah,
With
try and pick them up with my guys. It's an 8-inch charge because with ambush you can drop down just out of 8.
Nice.
Or 5 and not charge. The Kelemorphs come forward. I want to get rid of this Terminator just because he's quite close to me and it's no prisoners points. These guys are just staying over here because currently I have more models than Steve in his deployment zone. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to move on to the Psychic. The Majors can't...
Sorry, Michael.
Sorry.
Have you rodded this?
Yes,
this
so
turn?
Rod's going to happen. We've dropped down a 5-man unit over here and they're going to rod this turn. Yeah. And I've done that in order to have more models in my deployment zone as well.
Yeah.
So we're playing for that second.
Double victory point there, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So Psychic.
Quick question for you.
Yes.
Could you have picked these up in the sky?
I could.
Okay.
However,
Yeah.
they do give me more models in your deployment zone.
Right.
And that's worth it.
What if old Patriarch managed to make a charge in here? Then would be 1 for 1?
1 for 1 and I wouldn't get the points.
Yeah, so you'd be relying on that 8-inch charge,
Yes.
which is, you're not really quite got that redundancy.
No.
Cool. All right then. Sounds good.
All right, Psychic. So I'm going to do Psionic Blast at him.
Yep. Which does?
It's mortal wounds.
Okay. Target. Yep. Cool.
That's an 11. If I do beat your leadership, I do more mortal wounds.
I'm an 11.
Unfortunately,
I'm a custode.
you are a Custodes. Let's
My
see
leadership is too high for you. Good sir.
if it's equal or greater then.
Oh,
So that's 3 mortal wounds.
there's the problem. Cool.
Yeah.
Just the 1 wound left. Oh no, hang on.
So it's not quite a targeted smite. Lookout, sir, is in effect, but I can choose that
1
unit.
wound left. Cool.
And then I will give Fight Last and -1 attack to the unit in front of me, I
To
suppose.
the wardens. Yep.
So we'll do that.
Goes off. No, is it 7 or 6?
Say
it goes
it's a
off.
7. It's a 7.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And then we'll shoot.
Cool.
So the Kelemorph is going to shoot the Terminator,
Yep.
who has a crossfire marker on.
Yep.
So 2s
Pistol
will hit.
Paddy.
Pistol Paddy's in. He's with
And
3
then
hits.
3 more shots.
6 hits.
6 hits. This is 3s.
Oh dear.
3 wounds, -3.
Goodbye, Teddy. Oh no. Sorry.
3 damage.
Panic over.
There's
panic
only one Teddy
over.
sharing him.
Right. More importantly, I get to move after I shoot
Yep. Love it.
the Kelemorph. So I'm just going to go over here
Cool. So
and run away.
charge phase.
Yeah, charge phase. So we'll go for the 8 with the big unit. We don't make it.
CP reroll.
We'll chuck the CP in there.
Absolutely.
I don't know if it's really necessary. Because you're not really going to be able to shoot me. It's worth it just because it would be good.
Yeah. Means you can rod with that unit the turn after. And they're in on a big 12.
On a 12.
Woo, boo, 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 boo.
Excellent. I'm not going to go 12
It's
though.
air horn sounds, don't we?
Boo, boo, boo. And then we need like a big smoke machine and like disco lights.
And the reason why you don't want to go all in is because obviously you want to have more models in the middle half of the table, yeah?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm happy to say this unit's dead.
Shall we show them what the drills can do?
Show them what the drills do and then I'll pick up the unit.
And then the big chuck.
I'm interested in
He'll
what the
base that
drills
guy.
do.
So we'll do the unit.
Yeah.
I'll just do the drills first. So we've got just
are
the
gonna
8
get a
attacks
good
with the
drill,
drills because we've only got 2 attacks each.
Yeah.
So we don't have any rerolls sadly.
Okay.
That's 2 mortal wounds and 4 saves at -4.
Oh, that's good.
4 ups. 2 go
Cool,
through.
so-
Damage.
1.
1 damage each. Okay.
Yep,
Cool. And then
so
how many more wounds?
2.
2 more wounds.
So we kill a guy
Yep.
and a wound on another.
Kill a guy, wound on another. Yep. And then obviously all the other
And then
Ripley attacks.
3 attacks each and the rest of them.
And then Mr. Patriarch.
Strength 5, so it's wounding on 4s.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the Patriarch. We'll do that.
You take my banner down.
We do take the banner down. And that is, I think, everything.
Yep.
We'll pile in this way just in case you get close to us.
So Michael will now get, he'll be on 8 points in total for Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll then also be get another 3 points?
4.
4 points.
So because I have more models in all sections of the board, I get 4 points for that secondary.
Strong.
And of course we've got more no prisoners points.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my turn.
And that also now stops me from getting 15 because you took me off that objective.
Yep.
So therefore I'm only scoring 10 this turn.
Yeah.
So obviously before your scores go on at the end of turn 3, it's 48-46 to Steve. However, I haven't put the no prisoners points on because we've agreed to figure that out at the end. So there's a good potential. Michael's actually winning at the moment.
Yeah.
At the moment.
But that might of terror is really going to come in for Steve at the end.
The problem is I have to kill a unit, so I can't just sit back and just do nothing. So my turn 4, I'll crack on, you go to the top down.
Oh, yeah. So, right, let's do it. 59 points, nearly at the sacred number. Right. So obviously, again, quite a quick turn for Michael, but obviously not to be not expected from obviously what he's got left. But he's really putting in a shift here, Michael.
Those drills are pretty interesting. You can really see how they'd add a lot of value to this list, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. So obviously there's some really good moments, obviously with this book. I do think obviously we haven't spoken as much about the Genestealer Cult book, mainly because personally I haven't had much experience with it. Obviously, I think a lot more has been spoken about with the Custodians. Obviously, where I played Steve a few times, so he could help learn the book for this stream. Sadly, I didn't get that opportunity with Michael. But Genestealer Cult seemed like a really cool book. What do you think, Paddy? What at the moment? What book are you sort of liking a bit more?
The Custodians look a lot more easy to sort of pick up and play with, but the Genestealer cults, they're really different to anything else that's out there, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're a really unique play style, which if you want to have a bit more sort of time really thinking about it to get a big win, then they're a good challenge, aren't they? And interestingly, despite what it looks like, there's loads of gold left, not much Stealer Cult, there's still a lot of points going the Genestealer Cult's way. This
game can still go any way, I think. I think we're going to see quite a close score at the end, considering obviously Steve did decide to play 15 points down in terms of his secondary picks.
Well, a lot of people wrote the game off at the end of turn 2, didn't they?
Yeah.
Genestealers, but it doesn't look that way.
Rookie move, guys. Never do that.
Never write off Hobby Jesus.
Never write off Hobby Jesus, Michael Costello. But yeah, so obviously you see Steve, obviously he's just making sure that he can keep that flank nice and safe. I imagine he's put a banner up with his little gold markers, these nice VT markers.
Two banners by the looks of it.
There's 2 banners, so obviously,
We'd only better do it once, wouldn't he?
Yeah, exactly, and then he's lost his banner.
+1 attack if you're in range of that objective.
I always think when you put up banners, they have like little, like at Nando's, they have those little cocktail stick banners, little teas. They're just like, what do you think, Nicole? Do you think they do? I really want a Nando's, I'm not going to lie. It depends. What's your Nando's order in the chat, guys? If you have Nando's where you live, or equally, if you like Nando's. I love Nando's. It's a great place.
A cheeky Nando's. Confuse the Americans in the chat.
A cheeky Nando's. They're like, a cheeky what? I think Newpam will know because he came and visited, because he's American, but he came and visited the UK. And I'm pretty sure he had a cheeky Nando's.
Portuguese restaurant being a British institution, isn't it?
Yeah. It makes me feel very cultured when I go in there. All about that medium peri wrap.
Ah, so I'm butterfly chicken. That get a bit of hot on
there. The Finino Pitter's good. We should definitely do a cooking tactics show. Maybe like something like, I don't know, where me and Steve cook food. If you want to see that, let us know. That could be maybe on some members content. We call it Recipe Box. I don't know. Definitely don't look at that on YouTube. Cool. So Steve gave me a big thumbs up. Luckily, he didn't hear anything I said. So let's see what's going on.
Okay, so basically what I've done is I'm actually going to try and score 4 of those points this turn.
Huh?
I'm going to score 4 points. I'm going to try to this battle round.
All right, Steve, stop lying.
I got a kill. I got a kill here.
He's taken something.
I've got a kill. I reckon I can do.
Yeah.
This is my easy kill. I've banded up in the corner with the Terminators. I've moved everything outside of 27 inches of this dude.
Well, the Paddy the Patriot.
Yeah, all the single lone models. I've hidden them. The lone Terminator with 1 wound, I've advanced him out the way, so with pistol P can't shoot him, pistol Paddy, sorry.
If you're not teleporting like over to that banner.
Yeah, I could, but he's fine. He just advanced and got out of dodge. So I'm going to open up with this unit here first.
You can try.
So I've got that unit there, 4 shots from the 2 guys, 1 shot from the other guy. 5 hits.
Strong. 1 wound. No wounds.
No wounds.
Strength 4.
Oh dear.
Yes.
The Wardens now, we're going to have to put 4 attacks in.
Yeah.
3 hits.
No
Oh
wounds.
my days. This has not gone well, guys. I said I had a kill
You
on the
can't
cards.
say that, considering what Michael's had to go through.
Then he advanced, he can't shoot. Only 1 guy there can shoot. So I'm not I don't think I can get the kill. I can't get the 4 points now.
Done himself out of the kill. Well, you could try a charge.
Yeah, you
Then I-
said the
then
statement
I leave
of
the
I'm
objective.
getting it.
Do you need the objective?
For Stranglehold, yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. I haven't got Stranglehold, have I?
You do not have
silly
Stranglehold.
man.
So I risked it and it did
You
not
give
pay
him
off.
15 points though.
I'm not actually sure you could get Stranglehold that turn.
No. Oh dear. That did not go well.
Well, then don't make statements like, I'm definitely going to get that
Well,
objective.
you'd think that you would shoot down
So I'm a nice guy,
3
Steve.
acolytes.
Was a bold strategy.
Would you like to
Didn't
move the
pay
4
off.
Terminators so
Yeah.
their bolt guns are at least in range?
No,
Because they had the movement, right? It's what, 24
are
inch
they
range?
bannered, mate?
Well, you could banner with Trajan instead,
No, that's all right.
and then you wouldn't
Yeah,
get the
no, no.
rerolls.
It's all good
So-
because they probably wouldn't hit anything anyway, so it's all good.
Okay.
Cool. So yes.
Did you get anything at the end of your go Steam box for Vanguard Tactics?
No, actually,
Oh.
not a single sausage there, unless I try this Warden charge.
Not a single chicken protein sausage.
I'm going to go for the Warden charge.
Yeah, you haven't got Strangle anyway.
Not going to get strangled. so I
However,
need to go
you
for
would
it.
give me 15 points on the primary if you did that.
Ooh, was a bit
Yeah,
clean.
that's what I was.
So it's
that's what I
not
was.
worth you getting potentially 4
for a 5
for me
point
getting
swing.
5.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
That
Okay,
matters.
in that case, it's a good point. Unless I try this charge here. This is the
So
charge.
that's the only one that could
Yeah.
work.
Guardians.
That won't do
Of
it.
the galaxy.
Do you have a way of ignoring modifiers as Custodes?
I get a +1 to that.
But then you're
Would you like
minus.
to re-roll?
whatever.
It's a
So
12-inch charge
I'm within
currently.
11,
Yes.
so I need a 10. Plus a 1 is a 9. Minus 2 is an 11.
Yes, you need an 11.
I mean, I've got a CP.
It's worth a fair few points.
It's worth it. It's going to have to be a flex roll. No.
That was an angry flex roll.
It's got to be a flex roll.
It was too aggressive.
Do I get the CP back? I do, so it's fine. Cool.
Cool.
No, it's like nothing happened.
All right.
It's not good. It's not good. That's not good.
So I get 10 points,
You do.
Yeah, you do.
which is nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think I can stop killing something next turn. Okay, so I get a point. I'm going to. How many models you got over here? 6 now in this table in my deployment zone.
Yes.
And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
While
in
you
the
figure
middle.
that out, we're going to go to the old.
And then you got 2.
Well, everyone, it's me and Paddy again. That was a bit of a big moment.
There was some
whiffing.
bold calls there, and none of it paid off.
What's he absolutely What's he playing at? What's even the point? yeah.
He's saving that Mitre Terror for a turn 5 clutch.
Like an LVA, future LVA winner can't turn around and go, I'm definitely getting that. So, you know, but yeah, so obviously, you know, a good point. Obviously, we've had a lot of people in the chat. They're all talking between themselves. Dr. Rhino asked, what is a Nando's? I think we should go back onto that topic. Nando's is a chicken restaurant in England that is Portuguese.
Grilled chicken, isn't it? Not
Grilled
fried.
grilled chicken, proper good old fashioned grilled chicken. Get different levels of spices. If you go plain, I'm just sorry. Why are you
What's
even
the
there?
point?
Just go to Mackey's, right? Do you get plain? Really? Well, Nicole,
Yeah. That's disappointing.
I'll be
isn't
having
it?
words with your manager. Chili jam's good
Yeah.
with the halloumi fries. Chicken strips.
Back to the game.
Back to the game. Yeah, sorry, Nicole. I'll have a word with your manager regarding this incident. But yeah, obviously, it's quite an interesting game still. I still think this is all to play for.
It's
It
going to be really
is.
good to see at the end how many no prisoners points Michael scored, because that could well tip the balance in this game in the end.
Because obviously he's gonna get his full rod. Hopefully, that's
Yeah.
gonna put him up to 60 points, and then obviously he
he's taken the
scores
lead,
at
hasn't he?
but he scores then at the end of turn 5.
Yeah.
So
He's just got to hope he's got enough left at the end of Stephen's turn 5 to have
because I don't,
enough to score.
because in my opinion, I don't think that he's gonna get. Wing roulette is great, Matt. I always get the really spicy one and want to die.
And I can confirm Jake cannot do with spice.
No.
No.
Yeah, those buffalo wings we had that time are awful. So like you can see, guys, the right hand side of the table. Obviously, Steve's got all those banners up. Even if Michael can just try and take some of those down, that does
Yeah,
swing
exactly.
the game massively. Because Steve is going to get the sacred number, and I'm going to be well happy and he's won. but obviously he's got his banners. That's going to be a big deal. So I think that Steve's now just got to play on that defensive, not make those bold statements, and just play like like Stephen Box from Vanguard Tactics. The Stephen Box from Vanguard Tactics, I know he is.
We saw a bit of that last turn, other than the absolute Hail Marys that didn't happen.
Yeah.
The lining up, the putting the banners up, and the playing it safe in the bottom right of the board was really good, and it, seeking those points, not the kills necessarily.
Yeah, so careful that spice, Jake. Yeah, well, medium's where it's at.
Jake is a spicy boy.
I am a spicy boy. Steve.
Yep.
Out of interest, just because we've sparked up a discussion on the chat that I think would really resonate with your heart.
Right.
What is your Nando's chicken spice?
Hot.
Hot?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, why?
Always saw you as a lemon and herb kind of man. Michael, what about you?
I don't really eat Nando's, to be honest.
P45 in the morning. No, I do like a medium, but my ex used to I say this Jake all the time. So she used to get extra hot at Nando's, and I would always go, why, and she always go, oh, it's just not enough for me, and I go, if extra hot's not enough for you, then I'm definitely not the spice you need.
Self-depreciating humour is always the best, mate.
Yeah, exactly. If I get it in before anyone else, it makes me feel better about myself. So yeah. There's a lot of chat going on here, because obviously Michael really needs to get that rod, and I think he's also trying to see how efficient he can be with that unit.
There's a lot of measuring going on here for the brood swarm. Try and get those points for being in the no man's land.
But what a great secondary that is. Obviously, it does involve you being everywhere on the table, which you could argue, obviously, engaging all fronts could be a bit of a safer choice.
But it's pretty thematic, isn't it? And you can be all on one side of the table, like we see here. You don't have to be in those table quarters.
Well, that's the other thing as well, is it allows you to play that mission better, allows you to spread out, and I think it's a really, really good secondary. He's just done a flex roll, and he's just rolled a 1, and now he's like crying. So, Chris, what are you laughing for? He's just rolled a 2.
100% better.
If you get that hashtag fit for 40k, you can do a flex roll better. So yeah. Yeah. I also have some other ideas for the LVO guys, because obviously Steve's going to be out there playing, bringing it home. That's another thing we could do. You could be like, Warhammer's coming home. But the other idea that I had was, if anyone's ever watched Arsenal Fan TV, we could do a Warhammer Fan TV. And I'll leave you on that on turn 5, because Steve has gone, and let's see what has happened.
So Michael basically, I'll let you summarise.
Yeah, so just looking at maximising scores here, the big 10-man blob's just done a rod. I was looking at picking up a squad.
So they've done an action in that quarter.
An action, yeah.
That gets you 4 points on your retrieve Octavius data.
Yep, so I'll be on 12 now. But what it also does is means I have more models in the no man's land section. The Patriarch's in here, ready for a turn 5 charge.
Yep.
The 3 over there kept me with this more in your deployment zone.
Yep.
And just unable to get enough models over here. We've got, you've got 6.
Yes.
I've got 7.
Oh, you've already
So
done
actually,
it then.
we've done it.
Yeah, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6
Yep,
guys.
so we've actually got 4 points for that secondary. I am going to chuck a smite at your boy.
Well, have your CP back, 'cause you wouldn't need to re-roll that
Yeah.
advance. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll chuck a smite at your boy. Goes off. This is on the biker because I can only see him.
Cool, takes a wound.
And then what I would do actually is move him over here so he's harder to see.
Yep.
And within 3 of that unit.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, 4 there. Still sat on 3 objectives. Yeah. Over to you, Steve. You'll get 10.
Very nice.
So sorry, you did score 4 on your
4 on Swarm.
Brood
Swarm. Yeah.
Right, Stephen Box from Vanguard Tactics. What did you score?
3 points on banners.
Yeah.
10 points on the primary.
So going into turn, turn 4.
2 left. Yeah.
I'm going to mute that and come back to this. Right. Going into turn 5, Michael's actually winning. So obviously Steve's just scored his points, so he's now on a number that I won't say because you can read it, and I don't want to spoil it for the players.
Never write the Genestealer cult off, or
No.
Michael for that matter.
no one ever expects the Genestealer Cult Inquisition. Pharaoh has just said, I didn't learn anything about coming home, Jake. No, I didn't. Thanks for reminding me.
It's coming home eventually.
We never said when.
Exactly.
So, you know.
2022, I heard.
2022. Yeah, Stephen Box for the LVO is coming home. And that would be great. I think we should start like a whole campaign of that. Like days till it's coming home. Steve's going on Operation It's.
Yeah.
Success rate coming home. There we go. We could do like the Spider-Man themes ones. Stephen Box Homecoming.
Stephen Box far from home.
Stephen Box far from home.
And if he loses,
When
Stephen Box no way home.
Or if the plane's delayed. The amazing Steve Man.
Well, hopefully this turn is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I really, this game has been really close, guys. Like I know, obviously, it doesn't, like you may have not thought it does. Steve's not nearly on his max of scoring 85 points, so that's really good.
I mean, it's really come down to the wire, hasn't it?
Yeah, and as Frank Knight said, Genestealer Cult can really steal this game.
Did you see what he did there?
What an absolute hero. You obviously get extra hot on your Nando's. So yeah.
Seeing some precise measurements there for Steve. I think just deny Michael as many points as he possibly can.
And do you know what I'm really proud of as well in this game with Steve? I've not seen his eyebrow twitch once, even though he's on the ropes at the moment. I'm really proud of him. I'm proud of you, Steve.
Thanks, mate.
Big
No
six
problem.
there.
And here we have Stephen Box in the wild. Look at him. Appreciate him. Well, that was... He's going to watch that back later and go, what? So, yeah. Yeah, obviously, guys, now it is coming into those closing moments. Who do you think could pull it out? Do you think it could be Michael Hobby Jesus with his Genestealer Cults or Stephen Box from Vanguard Tactics with his Custodians?
Get your bets in the chat.
Bets in now. I'll be collecting funds later. See, everyone's like, oh, I think the GC can't have a chance now. After
3 turns ago.
Yeah,
everyone
3
had written them
turns. Yeah.
off.
They were like, it
No
was
loyal-
so.
No loyalty here.
First half, they were like, nah, but second half, they've really come back. It's because Roy's dead, that's why. There's no passion to lead the team.
That's when the game changed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When Roy Keane the blender was killed.
Yeah, the lad,
Yeah.
my boy, Roy.
That new model syndrome really coming into play there.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it's been a really cool game though. Like I definitely think we've been able to see a lot of the
I mean, it's really showcased the art of sort of movement and once again, just how important it is how many points you can score, even when you're outnumbered by Custodes.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much that you can have there. And Sam Hill has made a big statement that he wants to be the best Genestealer Cult player in the UK. Well, speaking from someone who is the best in the UK at a faction, you can do it too. You just got to keep your head down, get your mind there, and you too can be a 40k commander with a confidence and clarity if you keep watching this content. Steve? Right. Let's see, Steve, tell us why it was a big turn for you.
Right, so I've advanced this unit of Guardians here. They're an inch away from the wall. And then what I've done is I've moved this unit here so that they can pop some pop shots into this guy, but move blocking. So basically blocking off this charge that I know you want to get onto. Okay, lined up the Terminator units to get within 24 of this unit over here so they can shoot them. Advance my single lone Terminator so he's holding this objective for me. And then this unit sort of pushing around to get some charges onto there, and my bike man to make sure that I can shoot and also then charge that dude. See what happens. But yeah, there we go. See what happens. So over here, first of all, we've got the blasters. They're all out of range of the blasters, but they are just going to get their regular shots into these guys. 3 hits. 1 wound.
Fine. -1, yeah?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. These guys here, I'll put 1 he'll shoot into there, 2 shots. We'll say you can't see. 2 hits. 1 wound.
Cool.
He's okay. These acolytes do not want to die. Clearly do not want to die. What's their armor say, by the way? 4 up.
It's a 5 up, but they're in terrain. So
Yep, of course they are. Yield difficult ground. Yep. Okay, over there, we'll say that's blocked off as well, didn't we, earlier?
Yep.
So they're just going to make some charges.
Yep.
So obviously that you an inch away from the wall there?
yes, yeah.
You are an inch. So they'll
Yep.
just make a charge into that unit, into the model there, whatever his name is.
The computer man.
Yep.
It's Moss. Morris Moss.
And obviously, to get to him, I'd have to declare the Magus.
Probably wouldn't have to. It'd make your charge longer, and probably wouldn't be worth it.
Well, if I have to place my model there, if you're over an inch, I have to be within an inch. Yeah? Just, I mean, we're talking like that.
Well,
There's
you
a difference.
go there, can't you?
Okay,
Stand
yeah.
through the wall.
Yeah, sure.
I know you rolled a double 6, obviously,
Yeah.
but you're more than
I
welcome
want
to
leave
try
myself.
and kill him.
The Bannerman, he can just chill there. Trajan won't be able to do anything over there.
Yep.
So if you're an inch away from the wall. Right, okay, so then we've got the bike.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. Do I Overwatch? I only get the extra hits on hits, extra shots on hits. Nah.
He's in with the +1. And chill like that. Right, so. Was that a mistake? Probably was.
You think so?
Yes, that was a mistake. No, you probably kill a unit anyway, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
Trying to go for that terror.
Yeah.
Okay, so combat phase.
Mm-hmm.
Do I charge in here?
Oh. So I did spend a CP to heal the Patriarch, and I got 3 wounds back on him.
And I'm not going to do 5 damage to him.
4 up with a 5 up feeling of pain.
It's not going to
It's
happen.
unlikely.
So I'm going to stay with the move block instead, hold the objective down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's pretty much me. Do you just want to pick that guy up and pick the guy up over there?
Nope.
Right, okay then, cool.
I'll pick the computer man up,
All right.
but not the killer morph.
Moss, no.
Okay, so he'll just go to there
Yeah.
and there. So we've got 4 attacks. How many wounds does the colour morph got?
He has 4, I believe.
I'll CP reel that one. 3.
Before you waste your CP, remember
Okay.
I can pass them off onto the unit.
And what's the range on that?
3.
And you're within 3?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No worries. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
2
just the 2, yeah.
Yep.
What's your damage?
2.
2, okay.
What chitin
So
are you
I've got
in,
a 5
or
up in
what's it
one.
called?
Yep.
I can tell.
They both go through,
Okay.
and then I'll pass them off.
So you roll saves first, then pass off.
Then
yeah?
you pass off.
Yes,
Sadly,
mate.
What Qatar are you in?
It doesn't make a difference.
I'm going to say Fender then.
It's going to be the one where basically I get an extra attack, but it's no good in this one, so I'll just go for the remove their piling.
Cool, that's fine then.
irritatingly, it's a 4 up, and I've just failed both.
Okay.
So he's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Okay.
Yeah. And I don't have the CP to shoot on death,
Okay.
which is a shame, but there you go.
Right, that's me.
Okay.
So
you
Steve,
got
did you
your-
get any more points?
Got your stranglehold.
Yeah, I got my stranglehold. Yep.
Could make a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
What have you got over here? They're just going to touch that unit there when they pile in.
Yeah. Well, I will
There's
smack you
regular
back though. So I'll do the Magos first.
Yeah.
Has a thing, it does a mortal wound,
Cool.
and then
Takes a wound.
2 staff attacks,
Yep.
because I could hurt the unit badly here, which would really help. Those 2 will hit. They will definitely wound on 5s. What did you roll?
What's the minus?
Minus is 1.
I rolled a 3 and a 2, so I'm okay.
So
Got my
1
shield
goes
in there.
through. I'll do it on the shield, yeah. Yeah, and then there's the 5 guys.
Yep.
So 5 guys, 3 attacks each, and then a Sarge. So what I did here was I set the unit up behind the character and out of an inch of the wall, so you couldn't charge the unit,
Yep.
you had to charge the character.
Yeah.
So that was shocking. What are you doing, guys? And then 4s.
Yep.
So 4 wounds, minus 2,
Very nice.
so 3 ups.
Well,
The
one
shield
dead.
guy's dead.
Strong. Should be him on the edge.
That's big,
That's very good.
really big. Okay,
Does he still get stranglehold?
you do,
Still-
yeah, because
yeah,
you've
still
got
get any
4
less.
objectives.
Yep.
And then my turn.
Yep.
So obviously you're not going to score your primary just yet.
Score at the end. About around turn 2.
Do I need to go to the top down? Is this going to be a
Yeah.
fast moving phase or?
Relatively.
Cool. I'll
So-
still go to the top down anyway. But
Yep.
We're going to fall back here and hold this objective.
right. Hello. So obviously, we're coming into the closing moments, guys. So obviously this is a tight game.
Oh yeah.
So obviously I think Michael could pull it out, and I really, really want him to because he's
been on the back foot.
He's been on the back.
Turn 1, right?
Yeah, and he's playing absolutely out of his skin. So I think that he's proving why he is a very, very good player and a good opponent right now. He's managed to take those things that maybe should have happened in terms of bad rolls, and he's managed to at least make the most of it.
Absolutely.
Steve, obviously, all credit to him. Obviously, a fantastic player and future LVO winner. So he's gonna. You heard it here first.
Stephen Box from Vanguard
Tactics for the LVO 2022, or Ben James, because I definitely think he's got the credentials. So obviously it's going to be really, really cool to see this last game. But either way, I think we've got a really interesting score on our hands.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think as long as Michael can get 10, I think all Michael needs, between you and me, Paddy, I think all Michael needs is 10 points on that primary. That's all he needs. Doesn't need anything else.
Yeah, and then there's no
Unless,
come in.
yeah, because then obviously, I don't think the banners and even that fight of terror makes any difference.
No. Well, thanks very much to the.
You have 13.
Yeah, I was saying thanks very much for the 272 people still watching who've been with us all night. So yeah, thanks very much for sticking with it, guys.
Yeah, and Matthew Gilbert's going to get a hot peri peri wrap. So good stuff. Good stuff. That can be like a segment on Off the Table, rate your Nando's, and then we could do like an Instagram.
Does that not be on the table?
No,
You can eat it off the table.
You can eat it while walking. So it's rammed in here and I need to get a takeout. No. But Nando's from Deliveroo definitely tastes worse than Nando's from the shop.
It's never the same, is it?
Nah, also they don't put enough peri salt on. Sort it out, Nando's UK.
It's like having an iron brew when you're not in Scotland.
Yeah, doesn't feel right. And with that, Michael, talk us through what is going on.
So, done the math, and I can't get 15 primary
No.
at the end of the turn. I just can't push him off the objectives. He's got these guys in here that I can't really charge. So we're going to go for the 10, and obviously no prisoner points by killing things, and the brood swarm points as well. So psychic.
Yep.
And the only way I would be able to get in here is if I got really lucky with my psychic.
Yep.
So we're going to try that.
Okay.
So smite first.
Yep.
That goes off for 2 more wounds.
2 go through.
Cool. And then
yes, 1 goes through.
Psionic Blast goes off as well.
Yep.
For 2 more wounds.
He's dead.
Cool. Okay, so there's a little gap to get in there. Over here, we're just going to charge him.
Yep.
Boom. Blah, blah, blah. I guess what we'd probably do is advance the priest if you don't.
Did you fall back out of combat?
He wasn't. Oh, you engaged him, didn't you? So you can't
Yep.
psychic anyway. What could I do? Stay in combat and then use the power to target anyone on the board. We just give them an extra attack, just to make sure.
Sure. Yep.
It doesn't go off. We'll spend my last CP to.
Even
Still
like this
doesn't go
guy.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still didn't go off. Whatever. Okay, so the Patriarch will charge, I guess, the unit in the building.
Yeah, so
There's
it's an
more
effect.
kills potentially. So
So
that's a 9.
Yep.
And I'll just go over here.
Yep.
And then, yeah, combat. So we'll just start with the Patriarch.
Yeah, I'll just spend my point to heroically intervene.
Yep.
Don't get it back.
And then into that 3-man unit.
Yep.
No rerolls available. And then reroll wounds. So that is 5.
Come on, boys.
Minus
4 ups.
3. Oh, they clutched it.
1 goes through. 2 go through.
Yep, so 2 dead.
Yep.
So they've just about held on to that objective.
Just about, yep.
Because if they hadn't,
That'd been a problem.
I would have got 15 points. And then this guy over here, I'll just
I'll just pick him up for time.
well, he took 4 mortal wounds anyway.
Yeah.
So
And then obviously I kill your little man, your little character.
kill my little guy. He's really sad about it.
And then can my boys in here kill your dude? Yep. 4 saves.
I'm gonna assume your strength 7
They
or
are, yeah.
above. Cool, saves 2, and then the damage, he can't die. He takes 3, so he's got 1 left.
1 left.
2 left.
It's close. Oh, and then the Misericordia doesn't do anything. Cool. There we go.
Right.
Scores on the doors.
Now.
So, I do get 2 points for Brood Swarm,
Yes.
maxing that out. I don't think I get anything else.
What about your
That's it.
primary?
Primary, I get 10 more.
Whoa. Steve,
Yes.
your banners, you'll get an additional 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Costello, how many new prisoners points have you scored?
So here we go. Excluding characters, right? So I'll take him out.
Please.
This is well close.
Yeah.
Right. 9. I'll count all the 3 wound models up first.
Steve, sorry,
Got-
did you ever score Might of Terror?
No, I did not.
Just wanted to confirm.
Definitely did not.
That 0
That's a
was well
character.
placed at the start of the game.
What a hero.
So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 times 3 is 36.
So 3.
These
40.
guys over here. They're dead too, right?
They absolutely are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so
hang
how
on.
many
15
points
times
is Might
3,
get?
45.
So hang on. I'll
We're,
do
we're
the
working it
math.
out, guys. We're working it out.
This is close.
Oh my
So
god.
we've got 15 times
6.
by 3. Right, it's 45.
Yeah, and
Then plus
15. So 6.
6 points. 6 points. I think there's a point in it.
Oh, maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the scores on the doors. Stephen Box,
Yes.
you scored 79.
79. Okay.
Michael Costello, you scored 82.
Boom.
So he's won it by 3 points.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Well, thankfully, you're awful
Congratulations.
secondary.
So all you people who said, GSC Colts are going to win, take that.
Take that.
You were wrong.
Absolutely.
But what a game.
Yes.
What a game.
It
Absolute
all
nail
came
biter.
down to me not killing these 3 dudes.
yeah, they
It
scored me a
did.
lot of points.
It did. So,
Yeah.
Michael, when we were looking at the scores, when you said, oh, I've scored 4 points from no prisoners, that's what we were like, oh my God, he's pipped it by a point.
Yes.
But yeah, what a game, guys.
What a fantastic game.
Wow.
Me not being able to get that stranglehold, that was a big turning
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
It was a huge turning point there.
Yeah, because that would have drawn the game.
It absolutely would have. Yeah.
So obviously, Steve, future LVO winner, you've got to lick those wounds and you've got to come back stronger
Hey.
for the LVO.
Remember, a loss is a chance to learn. And I'm happy to do that.
But in the
So,
famous
uh,
words of Roy Keane, a loss isn't good enough. you got to literally fight for those 3 points.
I'll lick those wounds, yeah?
Yeah, and Michael, you had some horrendous rolls, it's fair to say, but
Yeah.
you pounced back super, super strong
Yeah.
here, and I think you should be proud of yourself.
Great.
Yeah, those, yeah.
Great secondary choices. I love that Genestealer cult one.
Mm.
I do like the Genestealer cult. I think they've got some play. Patriarch, what a beast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
amazing.
MVP, I just couldn't take him down.
He's gone from there to there.
Clearing the entire way. Literally killed everything in his path.
Yeah.
Wardens, characters, units, you name it, he killed it. So
what a beast.
what an absolute monster. Thank you so much for everybody who's watching, just staying with us throughout this game. Obviously, Codex reviews do take a little bit longer because there's so much more to explain.
Yeah.
A little bit more rule checking. As much as we try our best to sort of really hone everything, I think we played
Yeah.
most things correctly.
Yeah, I do want to add an addendum. There was a bit where I deep struck just out of 8. Technically, with the strat, you have to do it out of 9, but I rolled a 12 anyway for the charge. It doesn't really matter.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Casual cheating.
Bit of casualty.
Bit of honesty at the
Fine.
end.
I'd take the win. Great. Cool.
Nice.
No.
So you have those 3 points?
In all honesty, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, everyone who super chatted as well. Really means a huge amount. Thank you to Nicole, who's just
She's been a hero.
put the Lord's work in.
She's
here.
got only plain chicken, but she's absolutely got fire.
Yeah.
Camera work.
Camera work on fire.
Yeah.
Paddy, Jake, thank you so much.
Nice. All
Michael,
in the day's
and
work.
Congratulations for the Genestealer Cult win on that one.
His first win on the channel as well. Big moment.
big.
I'm proud of you,
Yeah.
Poppy Jesus.
It's big.
Oh, and before we go, we've
Yes.
got £5 from Roastick Life. Come on, Paddy, you've done all well.
Runtastic Life.
That's
a
the
beer
one.
from me for Michael. You're the hero of the game, and I apologise him for misjudging the game in the second round.
Ah.
The apologies are flowing in now.
You all say sorry now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really important to step back and look at where you can score those points because you never know, you might cinch it.
That is the mark of a great player. It truly is. And that's
Score
what you can
points,
learn.
Not prizes, right?
Yeah, and that's what you can learn on the Vanguard Tactics Academy as well. Right.
Absolutely. Right, thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you next Monday, where you'll see Michael running the Genestealer cult again to see if the mighty Grey Knights can take them down, because obviously the Custodes were not gold enough, so we'll see if the silver can do it instead. So anyway, we'll see you next Monday at 7 o'clock. Thank you so much, and we'll see you then.